Hello, everybody. Um, Hope that everybody is doing well out there.
Yes.
I'm
Hello,
gonna
everybody.
I'm gonna refresh one page here real quick.
There's
So hold on just a
14
second.
waiting already.
Give me just a second here.
Oh, the wicker share project. Hello, Billy. How are you?
So appreciate you all that's been waiting, joining in. So being patient here with us and all.
Yeah.
Um, I want to announce to y'all before we start this. I'm probably not going to read in order everybody's comment tonight. Definitely write comments. Definitely ask questions. If I skip some, please nobody take offense because I just got a couple things I want to hit on tonight, and I want to be able to move along. We're going to read them. Don't get us wrong. We're going to read them, but I do have some topics I want to talk about, and y'all feel more than welcome to write comments and say anything you have to say or questions by any means, because we're a straightforward channel. Um, well, I see there's one of my moderators in here too, Daryl.
Justin
Not your daddy.
Kelly. Yeah,
Yeah,
Justin Kelly's you're here also.
man. So it's really nice to
Yes,
see a bunch of you
summer.
waiting. And
Yeah.
well, I'm going to
Miss
scroll back up to the top of the screen here, and I want to change this from top chat to live chat so I don't miss any of your comments. All right. Well, I am going to read a few here to begin with. So we got the Wickershire Project with Billy. Billy's been with us for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Billy, I saw you put another video out today. I haven't watched it yet because I was doing tiling down in the back floor back here. But I have been watching your progress on your tiny home. I'm watching each one of his videos as they come
Yes.
out. Yeah, you
Sure.
know, uh, Billy's channel's still growing, and he's been with us a long time, and he's trying to do an off grid. He ain't trying; he's doing it. There's no trying about it. He's doing a off grid shed the house project in Tennessee right now. He moved from where he was, and it, him and his family, they're going through that rough period right now of having to kind of really rough it while they get a house in order. But uh, just go check in what Billy's got going on at the Workshop Project. It's pretty cool, that tiny home, or it's actually not a home yet. He's building it into a home, shed the house. It's coming right along, and I really liked the video of the foam getting blown inside. That was pretty cool. Would like to see a little bit more of that happening when they were doing it. And I wish there was some way I knew, just for a comparison of what they were charging on price on that spray and foam. But man, that's pretty cool that you're making that happen. Absolutely, Billy. Love it, love it, love it. I know it's rough what y'all are going through right now with the kids and being so, uh, just out of place. But man, you're making it happen pretty quick. I'm happy for you. So that's my plug to Billy, and we got like this friendship we built out there on the side, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
definitely going to support him. Y'all excuse me a little bit. Man, this mountain cedar that has blown in with these northerns have had me kind of congested, and we've had also like ragweed and all as well. So I've had a lot of allergies over the past few days. Um, let's see here. We got MR Rice. Good news. USA's on the green list now. Now y'all seen that's part of what I had in my thumb now. So let's go ahead and just talk about it. Let's get it
Yes.
over with. They're not, unless something miraculous happened in just the past few hours, which we know it's the Philippines. Somebody could have woke up and made a new rule.
Yes, but before that, I would like to say thank you everyone for sending all their birthday wish. I mean your birthday wishes to me. I appreciate. Thank you so much.
Yeah, a lot of you have
Your
over the
greatness.
past couple of days because we posted that video. And man, just thank you for all the support from my wife here.
Yes, yeah. Thank you. I can't
Absolutely.
one by one you all, but I appreciate.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah.
really busy. So the green list thing, unless somebody woke up and put it in place, as I know, as of today, they're only looking at doing that. It's not a set in place yet, and everything just changes so much
Yeah,
in the
always change.
Philippines. But I'm trying to pull up. I think his name's Joy Conception. That's the presidential advisor, and he is only making the recommendation right now. Okay, so I just don't want anybody to misconstrue anything from our channel, because I've already seen two other vlogs that was pushing that narrative out there, but it has not been set in rule yet. He's only trying to push that narrative forward with the president and the IATF and all, and he's a presidential advisor. But just because he's advising it and pushing that doesn't mean it's going to happen. But we hope it does. We really hope it does. So what he is proposing is that the United States and Canada, so basically in a way North America, be put on the green list countries. I so agree. You know, I love all people around this world, but I was really shocked that China and North Korea were on that list.
Yes, yeah.
The North Korean one more than anything uh, was on that list, but yet they're following CDC guidelines on a lot of what they're doing, which CDC comes from the United States, and but yet the countries that showed no data, they turned in no data. Like, we're going to share no records to you. And by showing no data, they were put on a green list. North Korea shared no data. Oh, well, we don't have any bad data, so just put them on the green list. That is pretty cray-cray.
It's really great.
And then in Japan too, you know, not on the green list. Um, and it's just a little ironic, you know, because the United States has donated, and I mean donated, gave millions upon millions of vaccines. It's just unreal. Um, of top grade vaccines that's been put in place by U.S. Japan bought from the U.S. millions and millions of vaccines and donated to the Philippines. And Japan's had their stuff in pretty good order, but yet these countries are not put on the green list, and probably have about the biggest Filipino community outside of the Philippines itself, residing where? In the U.S. and Canada. I mean, without a doubt, they're all over the world. But man, just in California alone is unreal. I mean, down here in Houston's a huge. We're even getting a growing population. That's why they built the Jolly Bees here in Dallas,
yeah.
and New York and all. But you know, I just think that they really need to dive in to this a little bit more. Yeah, somebody just wrote something about North Korea there anyway. But yeah, let's just hope that someone looks at it and they make some good sense. There's been some great changes going on over the past few days, though, in the Philippines. The quarantine thing's changing pretty quick. They're just really just keep making rules and knocking it down, knocking it down. While we're talking about it, let's get this topic out of the way too. So many of you look forward to returning back to the Philippines or are going for the first time. Now, travel for tourists is not open yet. Of course, us as a married couple, I'm going with her at the same time. I can enter without any kind of visa or anything on the ballot buying program because they reinstated that. Last year at this time, the ballot buying program, I still had to get a 9A visa, and they weren't honoring that, the ballot buying at the time. I'd have to get a 9A and be going in with my wife. But this year, no 9A is required. I'm just going with my wife. So right now, they're changing the quarantine status. But as long as we're not in a green country, we're not going to get that no quarantine thing. Because I saw a couple vloggers too put out no quarantine now. And I listened to their channel. No quarantine now.
Yeah, if you belong to the green list.
But we're not on the green list yet. We're
still
not
the
there.
We're still in the yellow.
Just they're only talking. We're still in the yellow, so you still got to do quarantine. But they have shortened it. it was going to be if you were vaccinated, it was going to be um, 5 days, which is really 6 days. It's basically 5 nights, 6 days.
Yeah, 5 nights and 6 days.
Yeah, and then if you weren't, you just got 2 additional days. You'd be 7 nights, 8 days. So, so yeah. Let's see. What are y'all talking about at Bubba Nova? Let's see. I need to catch up on some comments. I think they're going to run away from us here, but but there is change happening, and that's the most important thing. There is change happening. Now, let's read a few comments, and we'll go into another topic here in just a little bit. So we only made it 2 comments, and we froze. So Jazz and Kelly, it's always great
yes, yeah.
for y'all to be on here as
Thank
well.
you always, Jazz and Kelly.
We're gonna move on down here. We got old Billy eating his sliced barbecue because that's what's for dinner. I wrote that I baked a turkey today, didn't I?
Yes.
I've been craving turkey, boy. Yeah, and so that's what I had. And we're gonna move on down through here.
Also joining us is Chris Osmer.
Yeah,
Sierra
Chris.
is good for what, James?
Yeah, Sierra's good for that. Yeah, being down there with that Sierra is good for like things like with the allergies and all. So we got let's see what's that? Caparn. Hi from the UK. It's me. Hello.
It's me.
We laugh. If you don't know why Melinda laughed there, we got a little inside joke. There is a YouTube channel of this girl from Thailand. It's called It's Me Sai.
Yeah.
You know, and she's like sexy girl.
Yeah, she's hot.
She's always about promoting herself. She's with a vlogger that's what, the holistic trainer?
Yes, holistic trainer.
Yeah.
Australian guy?
Is he Australian or UK? I don't remember.
Australian.
Yeah. And anyway, we're always joking. It's me, Sai. So when you popped up on here with it's me, it's our little inside joke in the house in here. Melinda, she looks at the history on YouTube, see if I've been looking at it.
Yeah. So I need to unsubscribe it. Well, James, you know, you're looking for this, huh? So Armel Santos, you know.
Yeah, man. It's
Darrell,
good to see you join on here with us, man.
Darrell, it's another
Armel.
Darrell. Good evening from East Tennessee.
Yes, thank you. And then the other Daryl.
Yes,
right there.
hello Darrell.
Yeah, our fellow Texan, that abandoned Texas long ago. Daryl, not your daddy, and one of my moderators. So if they get out of hand, there, knock them out, son.
Also,
it jumped on us.
Oh, see, there are a lot of comments already.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So Jazz and Kelly, happy birthday,
yes,
man.
Thank you, Jazz and Kelly. Randa Drew, thank you for joining also tonight.
Yeah, and hi Mel, we're good. Jazz, Kelly, hi Randy. Ronald Bowden right here. Ronald, he's just avid commenter,
yes,
you know,
yeah,
and I appreciate your support always.
Thank you, Ronald.
Greetings, my friend James and Mel. Wish y'all a happy birthday from South
Thank you all.
Alabama.
Thank you for all the greetings again.
So I put out a video today, and Ronald commented on it, and I've already replied back to him, but I'll just open it in the air while we're chatting here with a live stream. Ronald wrote that he didn't like my selection of music today that he normally does for a song with that drone footage. And I mix my music up, okay? I don't want to put just a genre of music that appeals only to one certain demographic or type people or age group of people or anything like that. And I like a very broad spectrum of music. And Mel knows that.
Mm-hmm.
I like a very broad spectrum of music. You'd be shocked at some of the things I actually do like. And I personally liked that song. It might have been a rap. It had a little bit of a choir-like feel in it and all too. But the words to what he was saying, the message was really good in it. And that's what I was listening to a lot too. But I like it. I'm going to always blend my music. I'm not always going to lean towards country or always lean towards rock or always lean towards rap or hip hop. I like a little bit of everything. I even like some quirky stuff, but Yeah, I mix it up, but you know, it really shows in my analytics too, because if you look up when I go my analytics of the age group of people that our channel appeals to, sorry, I put my hand for your face, babe. Um, we're following a wide spectrum of age groups, and that is pretty cool. The line's pretty balanced across there, and that's really great. And I think that does help. But I'm not doing it just to appeal to a lot of people. I'm doing it because I like a broad spectrum of music. I really do. I appreciate the mix that we do have in this country. I really do. Um, well, and Chris saying you're going to get behind and comment, explain things. That's what the live stream's about for me. I had already told Melinda tonight too. I'm not going to follow every single comment tonight because I have some things I want to touch on, and it means I'm going to have to take time and talk to share that information. And those messages are going to pile
Yeah.
up a little
Just
bit.
bear with us. We just
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to follow up, you guys.
So we'll go down through here a few more, and then I'm going to talk a little bit again. So Michael, hello guys, Mike from Wisconsin. So I can ask a question: how long before you kind of like downsize and farm in Texas and just strictly live in the Philippines? Do you have an estimate on how long? You know, there's probably not a day of my life here that I don't open up to Melinda that I just want out of here.
Yes, like you said, you feel like detached to this place.
Yeah, I just told her that yesterday. I'm becoming quickly detached with a place that's meant so much to me my whole life. But if you were here boots on the ground and you seen for me how much change has happened, now you're talking about me from a family that's been here for so many generations and going back to the days of it being Spanish and Indians, um, that's a pretty long history. So to see it now, this disease of this houses growing across the land, and they're literally peeking up over the top of hillsides and down in valleys, aren't they? There's places we can drive near here, and we're just watching the farmland just be covered over with massive
It's not
subdivisions.
growing a crops, growing a house.
And
Subdivision.
I mean, it is literally just changing so fast. We went, what, 2 weeks ago and drove through just so many subdivisions here nearby. It was
Yeah, so
unreal.
since I came over here, there's already a lot of changes.
It is just unreal. We couldn't even believe how much, we didn't even know it was that much till we actually got in it. We recently watched a documentary and they were talking about this bullet train that they're going to start this spring on here in the U.S. between Dallas and Houston. And said Texas is going to grow from 20 million population to 41 million population in the next 10 years. In 10 years. That is crazy. And that's what we're watching happen. And now my little countryside community here has been incorporated into a township now. So um, it already took in part of the property that I own, and it already took in one of my houses that I own, and I know it's going to take in more. Um, I can tell that there's people with agendas that's doing this. They're talking out both sides of their mouth, like always. And I just see all of my freedoms that I had here as a country boy and the freedom of the land. I see it all disappearing. And the ones that's doing it all were transplants that came into our community and just took it over. And all the old timers here are disappearing, and I just know that my community is no longer my community. And so to sum up what you're saying is that we are constantly downsizing, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah. We keep.
I don't want to wear everyone out with what we're doing every day, but
Yeah, we're working on that.
we
Yeah.
we had 3 herds spread out, and we've got it narrowed to one larger herd, but not still as many cows as we had, right?
Yes, yeah.
We're working it down. As a cow ages out, we kind of not been replacing all of them. So if we haul off an older cow or we lose a cow, we're not replacing
It's
every
something
one of
that we
them.
can manage more easy. Yeah.
Yeah, and we know that, like, I have land I own, and then I have a large patch of land that I lease, and I know that any time that lease could disappear. The people that own it say, That's not, it's not, but it's a brother and sister that own the land, and her brother's wife passed away recently. He's distraught. He's starting to become detached from things. They're all of them are elder. We know that that could disappear, so we decided not to have a herd the size that we would need that leased land as well as our own land to carry all these herds. So we started narrowing it down for that. Um, the taxes on our houses, we know they're doubling up. Like this house over here near us, it it's an incorporated area now, and we know what's going to happen. Our taxes are going to double on it, and that's just the truth. We already seen it. We've already been through this, but we are narrowing down pretty quick.
Hmm.
If he wants a time frame, we had a time frame in the beginning, and it got set behind with my dad's health going down and us losing him, and then my brother's health going down and taking care and losing him. It set us behind some, but we're kind of shooting in what, maybe about like the next year and a half to 2 years, that we really narrow it, that we put most of our time in the Philippines. But I will not sell all my farm, and I will not sell my house and what's right here near my house. Anything can happen. Look what's happened this past while in the Philippines. You can see how quick things can destabilize and become very volatile. And it's a volatile time in the world right now. So this is my safe zone, and I'm going to still hold on to my safe zone. But we're steadily working at it and to make our lives more free and more manageable all the time. But thank you for that question, Michael. Mickey Mason, good evening, guys. Uh, Maria, hello, James and Mel from Toronto. Well,
Yes,
hello
we
to
have
you.
hello, Maria. Maria De Souza. De Souza.
Um, Billy here with Wickshire. My wife Sharon says Mel has a baby face. That Asian genes at work. Mel does have a baby face. I mean, you wouldn't even know if she was 65 years old.
Yeah,
Eh,
that's the Asian work, the Asian genes works.
uh, well, thank you, Sharon.
Mhm.
Um, and hello to you, Sharon.
Armel Santos, when you coming back to the Philippines, we miss you guys. Thank you, and we miss you too,
Well,
Armel Santos.
we've got a date. We
Yes,
just
yeah.
haven't shared the date, but I tell you what, that date's
But next
moving
year,
quicker
yeah,
and quicker.
exactly.
I, you want to tell them the date?
No, 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 not tell the date, but we can tell the month. The month is on January.
Well, you just spill it all out, huh?
January, but not the date. Okay,
Why?
it's
Why?
different.
Why? I'll just tell it since she's going to spill that out. We're scheduled to be in the Philippines on January the 4th. We want to get just past that Christmas travel time because the tickets have been so limited. So many people are still getting their flights canceled, and we just decided that we would get past that part right there of just the mayhem part, and and so that's when we've got a little bit more time that we can work on things here. So we've got basically 2.5 months, but it's during holiday
Yeah.
seasons. That 2.5 months will fly like that. Yeah. But there it is right there. Now you know.
Yeah, now we know, huh? No more surprise.
And we're flying Philippine Airlines because um, that's what we used the last time going back in during
Yes,
this pandemic,
it's more
and they did
convenient.
good for us. So we just flew to LA on a domestic flight, took Philippine Airlines directly to Manila. That way we didn't have to do no stopovers or layovers in any other country and possibly deal with anything that could happen there. Quarantine wises or get stuck there or a flight not go forward. And it's just our most direct way we know we can get in without any kind of problem. And they're the airline that's most closely working with the Philippine government that's really up to date on what's happening. In fact, on their website, they share pretty good data. So that was our choice made on that. We didn't want to deal with anything going through Korea or other countries and stuff. We've already seen a lot happen on that. What Billy said, you're too big to watch us get your tiling done. No, I'm not,
It's
Billy.
not about it.
Yeah,
No. It's just about supporting friends.
Billy, you know it's not about the size.
Oh my God.
uh,
Oh, that's
yeah.
funny. Mr. Rice, happy birthday, Mel. Thank you, Mr. Rice.
Well, Daryl told right there that he enjoys watching
Yeah, with your
workshop
friend.
projects. So
That's
see
good.
there?
That's good,
Yeah.
Daryl, you know. Philip Gruber. Hi, James. My wife is from Iloilo. Oh, so just send me regards to my fellow Ilongo.
I think they got a little hearts and loves going on
Oh,
back here. You
yeah,
see
I know
that?
that Daryl
And Billy and
and
Daryl have to
Billy.
get a
Oh,
room or
man.
something. Y'all have to get a little side chat going here.
Robert Crooks. Love your channel. Rob Darwin, Australia. Oh, thank you,
Yeah,
Robert
thank you down
Crooks.
under. Did I see that one of the cities is opening up now in Australia? I thought I heard some news come across the TV today that I don't remember which major city it was, but they were actually starting to open up a little bit in Australia. That's good news.
Mm.
Good news for you guys. Um, so we got right here. It says,
Mel looks 19 years old. Wow, how I wish I'm go back with 19 years old.
Me too.
Wow. Anyway, Bob's Nova, Jennifer Terry recently said that all US vaccination cards are accepted in the Philippines too. That is a very good news.
It is good
Hmm.
news. It is. Um, be right back. Hold on.
Yes, just hold on, guys. Yeah, yeah. We've been watching Jennifer Terry always.
Yeah, we support her. She's made a real good channel dedicated to keeping up with what's going on, um, and she's a pretty cool girl. Proud for her. So yeah, we've got these. They don't have nothing in them. This is that yellow one that the Philippines was wanting. You know, and they wouldn't want to accept anything else. You know, I mean, of course, some digital ones. There's some other things they would accept, but like for us from the U.S., this is what they were wanting. And I had them, and we were going to have our nurse doing the vaccine to write that in for us. But now they're going to accept any of it, even just that CDC. So that is good news. That is good news. And we're still going to have the nurse to fill these out and have them as a backup because the Philippines changes things so fast. They could all of a sudden change their mind again tomorrow. And that's literally no joke. That's I've never seen anybody just shoots off the hip with decisions so quick. Yeah, Jennifer Terry, she does a great job.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Paul, sano ka mo mapuli? Ah, it's a longo. Well, like we talked earlier, well, we already told the date, right?
Yeah.
And
Now, that's getting us into Manila. Who knows with flights and all how long it'll be we can get out of Manila down to Iloilo because that the domestic flights is what can be a challenge. And that's just getting into the country. You still have to deal with LGUs, local government units. They still have the power to decide
mm,
what's coming into their area and how what your quarantine thing is going to be and all. Um, Melinda has a friend that's a first responder working in our area or where we're going to there. That she just had a conversation with her yesterday, and you know we still have to do the whole acceptance by our LGU. We still have to have
yes,
the
yeah.
acceptance letter, our rapid test.
The same requirements like we did last year.
Pretty much the
Yeah,
same
the
as
same.
last year. They're still going to pick us up at the airport and bring us
Yes.
home.
I think we need to write that into the ambulance.
Which I mean, so here you know the national government saying that you know that we're not going to need to quarantine, um, like coming on home and all that, you know.
Mm.
But our LGU could still force us to do that. So it's still a little complicated. But you know, we've got a great local government right there. They treat us good. We're a small community. We all
Mm.
know each other. They know that we live kind of separate it from everyone else, and we just don't see any kind of problem. We really don't. Um, Charles Brand, hello, Mel and James from South Texas. I see
You
you finished.
finish.
Go ahead, Mel.
You finish your building in Iloilo. Would you be willing to contract building in a house in Western Summer? I love your Texas videos more though. Enjoy life.
Um, I'm
Oh,
really not wanting to contract and work for anybody. I would, if I mean, travel's still hard. Like we were just talking about LGUs and dealing with regions and stuff in the Philippines. They're not open up within the country yet, even though they're lifting the cap on some people coming in and all. Um, I don't mind helping somebody, but I don't want to like work and be a contractor or nothing. I already work so much, but I would for the enjoyment, the vacation, the
mm-hmm.
pleasure if the country is open to come help somebody, give them pointers, kind of get the ball rolling, get things started or something like that. Like we're willing to do with the couple that we went and met, Jim and Connie.
Yeah,
You
Jim and
know,
Connie. Yeah.
we're willing, and they're going to be building down at Dumageddon. I'm very willing to do that, but I can't be also 25 places at one time.
But you can give the idea.
Yeah,
The idea.
but man, it would sound like a great thing for an adventure to come down and to help, but to be a full contractor. I'm I've worked for the public my entire life, been self-employed. I'm ready for a break from the public.
Well, let's go.
Yeah. So thank you so much for your support, Charles. Stay in touch. If you need my help, let me know, okay?
Yes.
Mickey Mason, happy birthday, Mel.
Have you a great one and many more. Thank you. Thank you, Mickey Mason. Philip Gruber, happy birthday, Mel. Thanks again. Bob's Nova. I hear that we are still a yellow country, but they are considering turning us to green.
That's
Hopefully.
right. They're considering it. So
Mm-hmm.
let's hope. Tell you, it's been a lot of positive news coming down the pipes lately.
Yeah, but anyway, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button.
Oh wow! I already hit it for us. You see,
Thank
it's
you.
blacked in right there. I gave you a thumbs up.
Let's see. Oh, see, there you go. See the thumbs up. See the
Oh,
Jazz
look at
and
that,
Kelly.
Jazz and Kelly.
Thank you, Jazz and Kelly. James,
you,
please. Happy birthday, Mel.
so, in talking about positive news, things opening up. I don't know if you call him president, prime minister, or whatever he is of Thailand. Even though he was treating this with a hard fist like Duterte is, in the beginning, they have now. He just woke up one day and said, "You know what? This isn't working, and we're gonna have to learn to live with this, and we're gonna have to learn to accept this." I watched a pretty good documentary about it the other day that somebody made about him and about his decision, and they're opening the country up. They're opening Thailand up, and they're saying, which it's the straw that broke the camel's back's about to happen with them too financially, but they're opening it up, and I see some other countries looking at going right behind them. Singapore's looking at the same thing right now. Many are. I think the news about worn off of this, and yeah, I think we're just all gonna have to learn to live with whatever they're making this out there. Um, let's see. We had Rob Gilbert was wishing Mel a happy birthday, and may God continue to bless you and James. And Daryl, thank you so much for that. Daryl says, let's see, are your solar panels going to auto track the sun? Now, are you talking about my solar panels in the Philippines or solar panels here in Texas? My solar panels in the Philippines are going to be fixed in a fixed position. Um, we are having no power issues whatsoever. So, in my thumbnail today, I said we're going to talk about Felicity and solar and all, and I'm going to talk about it. And we might fall a bit further behind in the chat here, but this is part of what I'm having a live stream for here today, is to talk about these things. So let's talk about our solar in the Philippines for a minute. It's used 24/7, day in, day out, every day there, isn't it, Melinda? We have a family living there. And so they're not in our part where we were at. They're down at the corner. Well, thank you for what's popping up right there, right now for
DB
DB
Cook.
Coop. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Birthday girl, birthday money. I'm gonna pin it to her right here. Yeah. So thank you, sir. Uh, so all of our stuff is still going inside where we were staying. Our large refrigerator still going. Our security system and cameras everywhere still going. Our Wi-Fi router, everything that we had there going, but our TV and our air conditioner, everything else on our side is still going right now. Then down there in the apartment that they're at on the corner in the downstairs that we built, they've got another refrigerator down there. They've got fans, they've got lights, they've got all these things, devices they're charging. Power is just being used around there everywhere. Lights are on outside, it's normal life going on there every day. And it is running 100% off the grid. And we have had no trouble whatsoever. It's just a seamless, maintenance free system. Now, I will put a quote in that whatsoever. 2 weeks after we left, the DC main breaker between the batteries and the inverter, the breaker went out. Now, we knew before we flew out of the Philippines that breaker was not that good. Wow, look at that.
Oh,
Birthday girl. We're going to pin another one over here. I'm going to poke you with the pin too.
My smile will be big tonight. I think I can sleep. It's so good tonight.
Man.
Thank you so much.
Boy, you are smiling now.
I've already been smiling.
Glowing now, huh? So our DC breaker went out. It had actually tripped a couple times on us before we ever left. But everything was in hardcore lockdown right before we left. You couldn't go nowhere without a pass or nothing.
That's everything.
And there was no way I could go find a DC breaker. They're hard to find there anyway. Because we're not talking about an AC breaker. We're talking about a DC breaker. And I need a large, high amp one. And there was no time for me to order one and get it in and put it in myself before I left. And couldn't drive nowhere and get one before we left. So what I did was I lowered down the charge rate on my inverters. So my inverters can charge up to like 145 amps of power coming in. And that's a lot of amps of power coming in through the charger right there. And that'll cause a little heat up coming through that breaker as well. So what I did is I lowered down the charge rate that my solar charger can put power back into the batteries to lessen down that heat going through that breaker, because I would fill the breaker and feel it warm, but I had the correct recommended size breaker for the size batteries we have, the size inverter we have. We have the right size gauge wire. Everything's good and tight, but sometimes you can just get a bad breaker. Well, the breaker quit on us 2 weeks after we left. Lowering the charge didn't help. Once a breaker starts acting up, it's done for. And I'm going to tell a little story here, so I know it's going to fall further behind. So I called a local in Iloilo solar company that I've done business with, and I've bought product and stuff from them. The guy's a foreigner that owns it, and then he's got Filipino employees, and I visit with them. They're always really nice to us and stuff when we go in there, and they know I do my own thing and all. But I bought, I hadn't bought big components from them, but I had bought little small stuff and all from them, and I like them. And so I contacted them and said, hey, can you bail me out of this and come change the breaker for me? And we got it all scheduled for them to do it, and they drove out during a time of lockdown, so that means they had to get passes and go through checkpoints to come out to my place, and they couldn't find nobody there. My sister-in-law swears she was there, but they couldn't find her, and they waited, and they were writing me in the middle of the morning hours, where is she? And they got a little aggravated, and they wouldn't come back out. So I end up having to order a breaker on Lazada, got it shipped to the house, and I had to get one of my brother-in-laws that was nervous to deal with that high amp power coming out of my batteries, especially four of those 200 amp batteries that's put together right there. Because man, that will put out. You let the positive, negative touch on those. Whoo! You talking about some power kicking right there, and so they were pretty nervous, and they held the cell phone, and we did a live chat through Facebook Messenger. We did a live video chat call, and I stepped him through changing that out and being very careful not to cross those wires or touch them wires while he changed that breaker out. And he got it done, and we've not had another moment's problem since then, have we? It's all been going good. And so that's what I tell you on that. Now, another thing I put in the thumbnail was about the Felicity batteries. So anybody wants to know about those, I did not ever get a video really made about it. So I'm going to tell what I can right now in this live stream. So those Felicity batteries, I am absolutely impressed with. I can monitor them. I see them. I see them set up a security camera. They're pointing right on my inverters and my batteries and where I could read everything. Wow, look right there, Mel.
Davao Don. Oh, another. Thank you so much, Davao. Davao Don. Yeah.
Man.
Don't get jealous.
$20 for me to shut up. I think you just sent $20 for me to shut up.
Keep it.
It's going to take more than 20 to shut this mouth up. Big money. So those Felicity batteries, I love them, man. They've been great. They went through storms over there. Y'all have had many storm systems to pass through while we've been back here in the U.S. And man, just strong. My solar panels are keeping it going good. The batteries, I never have seen them go lower. Right now, it just has like what if I'm watching on the camera and not on the little screen. The batteries have never got below like 80% on many days of being super cloudy and rainy and all that. I've never seen them get lower than 80%. I have enough power there, at what's being used there now to go for a while. I didn't want to review them too quick because I want to give them time and I want to know. Wow, man, they're still trying to shut me up.
Then you need to shut up. Divico, thank you again, Divico. Let's play poker room. Looks like pots have been raised.
It's $20.
Oh, thank you, Divico.
Man, y'all are wonderful. Thank you so much for doing that for a little Melly Mel there.
Yeah, actually, it's not about the money. It's just about the love and your support that you send it. It's really enough. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. And on those batteries, I was planning on having those Felicity batteries here in the U.S. and was going to review them once I got my batteries here to the U.S. But we all know about these supply chain issues and everything else going on around the world right now. Well, when I contacted my guy in Felicity over there that I talk to constantly, he said, man, James, things have changed and it will cost a fortune now to send those batteries to the United States because of a whole lot of different stuff going on. And he priced it. It was absolutely absurd. It was no way it was financially viable to send those batteries here. Last year would have been, earlier this year would have been, but not now. And so he's still got a really great deal on sending them there throughout Southeast Asia and some other places. he's got a really great deal. And the Philippines has got a deal made with them to where they can ship that product into the ports really fast with a minimum of fees. Uh, I think it's still a great deal there if you're going to be using them in the Philippines or some other Southeast Asian countries. Felicity batteries are actually very popular. Their products are in Africa. And there's a lot of their batteries for solar systems going into Africa and have for a while. That's where a bulk of their business started at, was in several different African nations. And if any of those places is still fine, but trying to get them over here to North America, it's not. I'm seeing some of the messages popping up here and down here, but these are lithium batteries. They are uh, lithium iron phosphate batteries. So they don't have the inherent fire danger like a Tesla battery or something like that would. This particular chemistry does not want to ignite or have that runaway like that. They're really safe. They're safe to have indoors, inside. You don't have that burn down hazard with them. And for you that don't know, they can also charge 4 times faster absorbing energy than what a lead acid battery can. And that's pretty great too, that they can charge so fast like that. Um, so if any of y'all are still interested in the Felicity batteries, I can put you in direct contact with my guy, and I have put together a video to share to you all on it, and it's going to have some old footage in it that I made the day before we left out of the Philippines, and some footage now. I put it together, but I haven't 100% completed it, but I'll get it out, and it's going to have all of Jason's information. That's his American English using name he uses there in China. It'll have all his information there, direct contact. Now, because of the restrictions on how they can chat and stuff like that there, I think he's using, he's using WhatsApp. So you'll have to use WhatsApp to contact him, okay? And this will be directly by the manufacturer, and you're going to, no middlemen, nothing. You're going to be buying it straight from the source, and he'll hook you up with a really good deal, cheaper than anything you'll see at those prices posted on the internet, and get those batteries directly to you.
It's a really good deal. I saw that one.
But not for here in North America on those batteries right now because of the shipping mess going on. So let's continue on. Where were we at? I think it got moved here somehow.
Yeah, I think we're there.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, no data is good data. Oh, we got right here Alan and Billy right here. Happy 21st, Melinda, right there.
Yeah, Alan how we say it? I mean,
Vorwald.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, good day from Melbourne, Australia. Happy birthday, man. Thank you, Alan.
Can you say it the same as the Australians do on good day? Can
Good
you say
day. Good day. Good day. Good day.
Are you laughing right now? Are you
Good
listening
day.
to that?
Good day from you know the accent.
she hears the Aussie farm in the Philippines.
Yeah.
She'll hear when he does that on those
Good
videos.
day. Ronald Bowen. Yes, I agree about the donation of vaccines from the USA. We need to be green, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pay to play. Let's see, Franco Anthony. North Koreans can't travel anyway. Haha. No, they probably can't. Unless they got some kind of agenda going on. It's the JoJo. Greetings from Maryland. Just wanted to greet Miss Mel. Happy birthday. Hello to James too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jojo. We call that one Jojo. We read that one.
Yeah. Let's see. So there's Billy and Daryl still going with
they're smiley, you know.
The little hearts next to be sending roses to each other or something, you know.
Lloyd Corner, good evening to my favorite people. So good to be able to see and interact with you guys on live chat. Thank you
so much,
Lloyd, for also joining tonight.
Chuck W, happy birthday, Mel. Happy birthday to you.
to me.
Yeah,
Thank you, Chuck W.
yeah. 65 years old already.
Yes, yeah, getting close to
You're
70.
doing good.
Of course, you know,
Can I get on your social security?
just eat a lot of steak.
That'll be a mistake.
Yeah, mistake. Oh, thank you so much, Bubblehead. Dive Party. See the
Uh
pandemic.
oh, uh
Oh, say you
oh,
need to shout
uh
out.
oh. It done faded before I could see anything.
Yeah.
So, he is originally from Ennis, Texas.
Hmm.
And so when we went on that trip and we were driving right there underneath the bridge at 45, and I videoed there and I said that was for a subscriber.
Yeah, it is the one that you
That
mentioned that
yeah,
yeah
I
that
said this
we
is
have
his
a
old
subscriber
hometown.
that hometown.
And
Yeah.
I actually was trying to video more for you, and the sun was so intense right there, right then, and where it was setting, and the traffic was busy there at the moment.
It does.
And there was a train, had the whole middle of the town blocked up, and cars were backed up. We had to turn around in a parking lot and go back and take a whole different route. But I wish I could have showed you more. But man, your little town of Ennis is grown up. It's not such a little town anymore. And they even got a Bucky's there now, a big old Bucky's. Yeah, Ennis is really growing, and they're expanding Highway 34 out into a wide road there now, and it's all under construction at the moment. Um, so let's go back up here again. Let's see. Oh, we got Chuck here. He was hello, happy birthday, Mel. Hope my singing wasn't too bad.
You're so late, you know.
Let's see, Ronald. You know it's never a done thing in the Philippines. It isn't a done deal until it's a done deal. We need people uh, walking there before I say it's green. And let's see here, Bubs is the portion. Is there my signal slow or bad? I want to tell you, our internet has been horrible lately. So if there's some times that it slows down, everybody's reporting to them. I think they took a lightning hit the other night during a storm. Is what they told somebody that I was talking to, and it damaged one of their towers, and they're working on it. So if we do get every once in a while a buffering or a slowdown, I apologize for that. It's out of our hands. Um, Roma and John,
Another Australian.
right there. Say it again, Mal.
Good day, Mel and James. You make me a clown.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You are great supporters as well.
Yeah, Chris Horston. Hello, Texas from Canada and Palawan.
Wow. Well, hello there. Hello, Chris.
Scott Granny starting to like your channel. Thank you.
Thank you. What do you mean starting? What's the problem?
Not your daddy, Booba.
Yeah, you know it may be our signal. I apologize for that.
Yeah, sorry for that.
But there's nothing we can do about it. We got everything else off here, and it's just part of what we're having to deal with community wide right now. I am waiting for my Starlink to come in. I've had my deposit up for a while, and I'm just waiting for my equipment to show up. They swear that maybe by the end of October.
John Steaks, Pasadena, Texas, in the house. Hello, John Steaks, you know, at the Wicker Sharp Project.
Man, you must be hungry for some beef. You just keep on talking about steaks.
So how you pronounce it?
I think I know what she's going to spend your money on.
Steaks, right?
Yeah.
Steaks.
I think now we know what she's going to spend your money on.
Yeah, with a steak.
For some steaks.
Okay, I think our signal was really bad.
I'll sell you a cow. I'll sell you a yearling. Give you a discount.
Okay. Roma and John, smash the thumbs up. Yeah, that's right.
Let's see. Did I go too fast? I think I got it, didn't I?
Yeah, it's your
Yeah. So it's Charles right now. Good evening, guys. Now here you go, right here.
China cowboy, something what?
I don't know. Something.
Something. Scott Graney from New York. Hello from New York.
Yeah.
Scott.
Hello to you. What they say up at the Big Apple. Don't know if you're in the city of New York or just in the state of New York.
Oh.
But You're definitely in New York. Scott, I thank you for always joining us. I appreciate you very
Yes,
much.
yeah. Thank you, sir.
Let's see. Charles said I'm here for the barbecue. Barbecues at Billy's. Go to Wickershire.
You smash that like button. Show Mel and James some love.
Thank you
Oh,
so
thank
much.
you.
Let's see, Michael, do you think because of the virus that they're going to try to make money with the quarantine hotels that are close to government? You know, I think they've made a lot. Boy, we
Yeah.
could go way down that rabbit hole. But think, yeah, I think there's probably been a lot of craziness going on. I really do. It, you know, this is the biggest money grab in world history. I watched many shows on a couple long ones, and they were showing all the reports and the data from around the world. And did you know that the United States now has the smallest middle class ever? Yeah, they sucked all the money to the top, all to the top, and this has happened around the world. They, I think it's why it's been a lot of prolonging this. This is my own opinion. I think it's been intentionally prolonged by a lot of powers that be because them and their cronies are just sucking money up like a vacuum cleaner right now. But that's my opinion. You all have your own. Cheers. uh,
Okay, what next? Jay Franco watching from New York City, New York,
New
New
York, New
York.
York. Yeah, New
Okay.
York, New York.
Hello
Yeah.
from New York, New York.
He's in New York City in New York. Timothy White, hello from Tyler. Tyler's like our
Yeah,
country
hello.
neighboring town, a couple cities way over
Yeah, hello,
from us.
Timothy.
Anybody ever comes through Texas, I encourage you to go see the city of Tyler.
Tyler.
It's a
Tyler's
very pretty
very, yeah,
place.
it does.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah. It's between where I live here, just outside of Terrell, and down at Tyler, the Pine Belt begins.
Yep.
And all of a sudden you'll just start seeing a few pine trees, and then all of a sudden you're just in a thickness of pines and many other different tall trees, and it makes that shift right there. I'm over here in the oak belt, and then the pine belt starts right there. But there you go, there's you a lesson. And Timothy, hello sir. uh
Davao Dawn, hello, ladies and germs.
so I guess I'm the germ.
Yeah.
Oh, you like that, huh?
Ronald Bode, I believe I'm going to give it plenty of time to open before I go into travel mode. Lord knows no one wants to go more than I do. I miss a family birthday there today. Wow, but I don't want to quarantine.
You know, the quarantine's getting smaller and smaller, so you just got to weigh options.
Mhm.
I agree that 14
Patience.
day thing was too much, but even now, if you're not vaccinated, it's only 7 days now. That's half of what it was. I mean, that makes a huge difference.
It
And
does.
and then even when you go home to your LGU, most of them you can just do it at home now. Now they're actually recommending there with the Philippine government of just self monitoring. Remember
Oh
that was the
yes,
new
yes,
thing there now
self-monitoring.
is actually now not even a like stay inside your house type deal, but just self monitor and report if you come up with any kind of symptoms. So it's changing quick. You
Yeah,
know, they're hurting and they're knowing they got to make some
we just
adjustments.
need to be patient.
Yeah, but I think you'll get there, man. Sorry you missed the family birthday.
Mm, yeah,
Grace, yeah, she thought she missed us earlier, but are we
yes.
live? Yes, we are live. At least I think.
Me too. I
I'm
think
gonna
so.
check here.
Yeah.
uh,
Mm.
it see, Daryl said I fried chicken legs tonight, and it was great. Boy, you can't go wrong with some drumsticks.
Mm.
No, you can't. Uh, Alan Johnson just heard quarantine has been abolished for Greenland countries. Only self-monitor 14 days. It's funny, we were just talking about that.
Yes, yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
that's what they're doing is kicking it on. That's what they're looking at and saying that they're going to kick it on out for green countries. So that's our point. It's changing quick right now. Um, I hope it continues that way, but just keep monitoring what's going on. I think it's going to change. John Ferris, Gold Panning School. John, I hadn't heard from you in a while, and it is great to hear from you, sir. Hello, people. How is everyone? Well, John, I'm hoping that you're doing good. I have not heard from you in a while, and it's really great to see you on here. MR Rice, correction, USA is on the yellow list, not the green list. That's right. But they're working on it. They're working on it. They're working on it. Let's pray that it makes the change. Quag, and always nice to hear from Quag. Hi, James Melinda. It's Paul here. Thank you so much, sir. Yep, been with us for a moment too. Now, my chat just did a jump, so I'm gonna have to do some scrolling back. Um, Mel, you tell me where. I mean, it just took a
A
jump.
little bit. Oh,
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
We're
it
sorry, guys. Bear with
yeah,
us.
we're behind.
Yeah, we were
So
so behind. Yeah, we're trying
nobody,
to catch up.
yeah, nobody, please be offended if we miss you.
Yeah.
Man, all of a sudden my chat thing went to the
Yeah, I
bottom,
think
and then
we're.
holy cow.
Yeah, I think so because Daryl was already going to bed.
I mean, all of a sudden it just jumped all the way to the very bottom.
Yeah, I think we just start over whatever it is. I'm sorry, if we miss your comment. Yeah, sorry for that. Then
Wow.
what's that? We start from the bottom, from the top.
I don't know. Sorry, everybody, our chat just took a huge jump. It don't even go all the way back. You see it?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're in
Yes.
the
Yeah.
live chat mode. We're in with all of them, but a whole bunch of messages, and now it just made another big jump.
Yeah. There you go. Actually, we're pretty close already
Apparently,
to.
Brian Smith is here too. I'll just scroll back as far as they'll let me scroll, and we'll take it from
Oh,
here.
see, Daniel was here also. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We
So
can
if
start
we
it then.
missed a whole bunch of people,
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but the live chat thing on the side just did whatever it wanted to do. We can scroll all the way back to the top now, and it's not going all the way back. So we're just going to start out right here with what it's showing us. And it says, Daniel, what about some good solar panels? I'm not there right now to know. Panels are easy to pick up there. Man, you can get on Facebook Marketplace right there in the Philippines. There is a ton of sellers hustling panels, a ton of them. And you just have to make your own choice of what kind you want and all. But panels are pretty cheap and easy to come by over there.
Scott Expat in the Philippines. Hi, Kaporn. Kamusta? Magandang umaga. Kamusta? Okay lang. Kamusta din po? And then Bubblehead, the one that says send us happy birthday, and James TY for clip. Thank you to Bubblehead.
Jazz and
Bubblehead.
Kelly,
Yeah.
must be something we missed too.
Yeah. We
But
just missed
Laugh Out
because
Loud,
we can.
Amphil,
I missed
Ron.
a lot of comment.
I don't know if it'd be Leaguer or Ledger. I don't know, but
Yeah.
happy birthday, Mel. Thank you. Jazz and Kelly talking to Bubblehead there. Someone talking to Scott. There's something all missing here. We missed or what's going on there. But John Hill, happy birthday, Melinda.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
John Sale.
Scott, expat in the Philippines, hi Bubblehead. Um, and there's Chris. Lynn's been trying to get.
Right for 38 years. Good day! Good day!
It's so funny.
Uh, John Hill,
Yeah,
hi.
yeah. They're saying some
Okay.
hellos there.
Yeah, good day also. Good day.
Yeah, and there's he caught where we're talking about the train going
I think
through.
I'm gonna learn that one now. Good
Oh.
day, James.
I was thinking about, let's see, over Roberts, I was thinking about propane generator. Um, it says minerals for solar. I do not think will long last forever in demand. Let's see, Franco Anthony, how is your mom doing, Mel?
Anthony, my mom is she's doing good right now, but actually they're trying to pull out my mom. Supposed to be today.
Yeah, she's still been in the
You've
hospital,
still been in the hospital.
and you know, even though she tested positive or whatever, she's wanting out of there, and she's feeling better, and she wants out of there. Period. Yeah. Um, let's see, and thank you for asking. That's nice
Yes,
of you to
yeah.
ask.
Thank you for asking that.
Scott expats in Philippines. Hi, not your daddy. There's some hellos and hellos going on there.
Yes, yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Where is that? This one?
Hmm.
Grammy. Oh, am I right? Grammy, Cebu, Philippines. Happy birthday, Mel. Thank you, Grammy, Cebu.
There's some more hellos
Yeah. Hello,
right there.
it's me. Happy birthday from Corazon and Steve from St. Louis, Missouri. Thank you so much, Corazon and Steve.
So John says it's not rained there for months. I tell you what, until just here recently, we didn't get any rain from
Mhm.
like this any kind of thing to count from like the second week of August. It was dry and huge cracks here. It still looks pretty scorched here right now.
Mhm.
And but we noticed just in the past couple of days after we finally got a little bit of rains
It really helps a
that
lot. Yeah.
there's some grass starting to sprout out. Your fall grasses, your winter grasses. Yeah, man. So I hope y'all get some rain there for sure, though. Heard the big snows came up across through mountains in Wyoming and all up through there.
Yeah.
Helped put out some wildfires too. So up heading up, I guess just a surprise snow came in for some people in some parts of the country. Um, so where we at here now?
Scott expat in the Philippines. Hi, Roma and John. Another good time, mate, from Victoria, Australia. Glad you made it, job. Justin Kelly. You're
It's
not
let's
your
see.
daddy. My internet is slow cause I live in the basement of
Another
of
outhouse.
us. um,
Well, he's kicked out right now. I think he's living in the doghouse, actually. That's what I think. He's trying to say that he's being a bachelor now and he's all alone, but I think the real truth is she come in and kicked him out. Living in the doghouse.
Philip Gruber, good night. Oh, sorry, sir, for late comment. Also, good night. God bless. Take care. Maybe one day we will meet in Iloilo. Yes, yeah. Good night. Thank you for really spending your time for joining us tonight.
So, talking about the Starlink going to be operational in Philippines, um, everything right now with Starlink is held up once again a lot with supplies. One thing is Starlink slowed down so they could redesign their satellites they were deploying to use lasers shooting a direct beam that would interconnect the satellites and they wouldn't have to have so many ground stations. And then they wouldn't have to have so many government permits to some of these countries too that don't want their service inside the country. If they can get that dish and that unit in, they can get it coming down without that country's ground station. They were really looking at that like in that Afghanistan deal as well for people to be able to communicate. Um, then there's multiples of benefits of that, and they got the lasers going. Wow, I just
Wow.
saw something come through from Mel.
Thank you so much. Was that thinking? Believing is big. Thank you so much.
You're gonna take me out with you, aren't you?
No.
What?
it's only for me. Joke.
Man,
um,
man,
uh,
I'm gonna leave you here.
see? Thinking big, believing big.
Yeah.
Hello, my favorite couple, and happy birthday, Millie Mel. Ah, that's right, Millie Mel. Thank you
So
so much.
the thank you very much for that. The other thing that's happening right now on Starlink is that chip issue that's been going on with automobile manufacturers, all kinds of electronic manufacturers, and everything globally. And so they're also having a components issue at the time. But they thought that maybe by the end of October they were going to be really ramped back up and pushing it out. They have deployed in many more countries right at the moment, also. But everything right now is mayhem. Everything. Just have to watch it day by day. Um, said something I heard about that very interesting. Let's see. Philip, Blue Dog and Company. Happy birthday, Mel.
Happy birthday to
And
me.
James, ranching is in your blood. Do you ever consider doing it there in Ilo? I would like to have a hobby farm there. Mel would like to have a
Yeah, I
hobby
like
farm
it.
there.
I like.
But a big operation that takes up all my time, man.
I love planting,
I have burned my
gardening.
candle at both ends in the middle with multiple businesses my entire life. Uh, I don't want all of that. I do like to be self-reliant, self-efficient, and having my own things, growing my own food. Mel does as well. That's part of what's really great in our relationship is that we see eye to eye on that. We would like to have the space to
Mhm.
do that, and maybe we could start a piggery, and we could start raising azola pits and tilapia. I'm just poking at Brian. I'm just
Ah.
poking at Brian. No, we really
Oh.
would like to have a place that we can pick uh, fruits and grow. Y'all know we love to grow things
Yeah.
and
I
and
love fruit trees, and of course I like something to plant the vegetable.
and we want if we buy something, we want to find something that's already established with a lot of fruit trees.
Mm.
We've seen many properties that have that with cashews and mangoes and all kinds of stuff,
Yes,
and
yeah.
all kinds of different tropical fruits and stuff. And we'd like to get something like that. If you start fresh, it can take so long before you get something fruiting. We just like to get
It
something
takes a while, yeah.
established, yeah. And we are looking at that. We are looking at maybe we might expand and buy us a farm, a little getaway farm in the Philippines, hobby farmer. Um, thank you very much for that. Let's see.
Alex P. Hi from Milligan City, Mindanao. Can't wait to get back to Arkansas. Hello,
Wow.
Alex P.
I bet somebody trade your place. I bet someone in Arkansas that trade to go back to where you're at. Yeah. Well, whatever you want in your journey, I wish you well, sir.
Scott expat in the Philippines. Hi, Blue Dog and Company.
And
Mm.
let's see, there's Billy
Billy.
and Daryl having their side affair again. Let's see, Randy Drew. Hopefully soon they will allow tourists by Christmas in the Philippines. It's changing quick, so that's a good thing. Um, I want to
This.
see. I want to see what this was. Yeah. Well, see, my moderator did a good thing because there is a weirdo out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
So,
Yeah.
and he will no longer ever be there.
Seems like the last name is like a.
Let's not say what it is. Don't even announce a person like
Okay.
that. Don't even need their name spoke. Yeah. Um, Bright's Delight Life. Always good to watch your channel. I miss Texas and working on getting back soon. Hi from us in Japan.
Wow.
Well, Japan's a place
Japan.
that I love also.
Hello, hello, Bride's Delight Life.
Let's see, where was you at right there? Yeah, Bright's Light. Let's see. Let's see. Tony, I like your videos and happy birthday
To
to
me.
you.
Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, the girl with all the money pinned all over her right now. It's virtual money
Money
pinned all over
always.
right now.
John Hill money always will go to the top. There you go.
It pops up here. We see it pop up,
Yes, yeah,
even
because
though we're reading the chats off down
yes,
here.
because we're
So
so behind to the comment.
yeah, yeah. So let's see where we at right here. We're gonna let's see right here. John Hell, hello from Warrensburg, Missouri, USA. Well, hello, John. Thank you for joining. Um, and John right there, John Fair's Gold Painting School is saying hello from Ashcroft, British Columbia,
Canada.
Canada. And so let's see here. Willie Wooden Jr. say to you, I agree. The people don't have voices anymore. Let's see. Daryl's talking about the Tyler roses down there. Yep, Tyler, Texas is famous for growing roses down there. It is like a rose capital. And man, do they turn out some roses down there? Yeah. And back here talking about Northeast Texas, full of pine trees. Longview, Texas. That's right. Wickshire project. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna skip what you're doing with your poo.
Ah.
Yeah, our chat just went to shit.
Ex Scott expat in the Philippines. I don't think the quarantine station here in Melbourne, Victoria will work for overseas travel who wants to come out to Australia and spend 2 weeks in quarantine holidays will be wasted here.
Yeah, that's the way it's been for the Philippines. They had did that 14-day thing for so long, and people, don't, they don't have forever. They've got a limited time and funds. These places are really charging for
Mhm.
that to lock you up like a prisoner. Whisper Woman, sadly, all this Cali migration going on that is pushing all the changes everywhere they go. They change culture, what they ran from. You know, um, there's two sides of that. There's a lot of people in different states that feel that their voice isn't being heard. Um, that the people in the big cities and the inner cities all are outvoting them, and so the cities are ruling the whole state by the congested population of the city outvoting the countryside and the people out in the countrysides that maybe have a different political view than the people in the cities, and so a lot of them are leaving feeling they're not being represented, and they're coming down to some of these other states like Florida, Tennessee, Kentucky, Texas, and all, and feeling that they may get represented here. And some of them are like minded people, as what the majority of those people in those states are. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to change the state um, on the whole. I'm not saying that every person coming's like that, but it is more densely populating the state. The state, Texas, is a big place. It's just where we happen to live right near the outside of Dallas Fort Worth, and that donut of growth that's been happening on the outside of Dallas Fort Worth. It's grown out. The donut's grown out to us here now, and we're going to get consumed. Going not far from here, you can start driving out, and there's just still mass open countryside and land and farming in the state of Texas. It's just geographically where we're located, we can't avoid to be consumed up with what's happening with this growth. And so, and it's happening in many of the larger cities around Texas and some other states. But I wouldn't say that it's all that everybody's going to destroy it and this and that. I do get your point, though. I do get your point. Um, it's just the world's growing. It's just the population of this planet's just getting so out of hand, and it just causes more and more of all this stuff to go on. Um, Scott, expat in the Philippines. Hi, Whisper Woman. Yep, and hello to you, Whisper Woman. Clifford, my whole family has COVID now. It sucks.
Oh,
I'm really sorry to hear for that.
mm,
Hear about that. Melinda's mom wasn't feeling good, and she's not a person that likes to run to a hospital or run to a doctor. She's a very bullheaded person. I'm the same way. I'm just as guilty, and she likes to take care of her. She don't like to ask anybody to do anything for her. Nothing. She is a super independent woman and a very strong-willed woman. She wasn't feeling good, and she kept feeling worse. And
mhm.
finally, like up in the middle of the morning hours, she asked her oldest daughter, Melinda's oldest sister, to please take her to a
Yeah, I
hospital.
think she can take it
And
really.
so, if she did that, she wasn't feeling good for
Yeah, it's
real.
it's serious. If my mom asks like that, it's very serious.
Yeah, this is a very strong
So
willed person.
my mom's house, they're quarantined right now, and I got the news that my dad and one of my nephew is positive in COVID as well.
She hadn't even told me that yet.
Yeah,
I
oh, I
didn't
think
even
I
know.
forgot to tell you
Yeah.
that.
So see now her dad's positive, and you said one nephew.
Gardot now.
So what happened was is that people live close together. They're in the Philippines, and Clifford, I'm bringing this up because what's happening with your family. I'm not trying to be insensitive. To you, just sharing on the same topic. Um, the police heard that Melinda's sister, older sister, was kind of coughing and all, and they decided that maybe they need to come there and test everybody. I don't know if they ever tested everybody or not.
I think this test everybody because it's come because my nephew and my dad comes out positive. So it's I think so. They
So right there in our family, it's kind of hitting there right now, and we were highly concerned because Melinda's mom has a problem with getting pneumonia real easy. She's got
diabetic.
pulmonary issues. She's got diabetes on top of that, and so she is high risk. And even when she's sick, even with pneumonia, she will not stop working. She will not stop. I just don't even know how she stays going. And then her dad's got some issues that it had us concerned for him to contract it too. And now I just now found out with you guys that he is tested positive now. So Clifford, we keep you in prayers because people with a weakened immune systems, they can really have an effect. During all of this, I have lost many people that I've known that they had underlying issues, but that don't mean that they deserve to die, and underlying issues or not, and many of them, many people I know have expired during this, and so you got to take it serious. You really do. I know it's been very politicized and it's caused people to get really emotional and all that, and it's been very used, and people's used it for agendas, but fact is it's still there. Willie Wooden Jr. What do you think they will come up with after the booster shot? I don't know. Who knows? I hear just read right before we got on this vlog that the Philippines is looking now to take the World Health Organization's recommendation to do booster shots. And you know how much that's going to change the game again. Hey, that's all I can say.
Mhm.
uh, Wickershire, I could dig an outhouse. Here we go again. TMI.
TMI. Oh my.
Jeff, I think the funniest video he did when you guys were returning to the Philippines last time and you were in the ambulance. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was crazy.
hilarious.
Scott Expat, the Philippines, great live. James and Mel, thank you so much. Whisper Woman, hi
Yes.
Scott. Vets for vets in the Philippines. Our brother from Pilar.
Bataan, Philippines.
Yep,
And a
happy
big happy
birthday,
birthday to
Mel.
me. Thank you. Thank you, vets for vets in Philippines.
And Daryl showing his
Mm.
care to Clifford there. Absolutely, Clifford, y'all take care of there and just stay strong.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Smith.
Brian
This
Smith.
is a different Brian
Oh,
Smith.
okay. Because
Yeah,
that's why I saw the
yeah, it's
picture.
a
It's not
different Brian
Brian.
Smith.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love your channel so much. I look forward to and enjoy every upload.
yeah,
Thank you so much, Brian
yeah. I saw
Smith.
this Brian Smith on the other Brian Smith's channel
Oh,
before.
yeah. Confusing.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. Thank you
Yes.
very much. PL, hopefully all is well. You were able to file a vandalism claim against your homeowner's insurance policy that did damage against it. No, it's not all like that. We don't keep that kind of insurance on every rental like that and all. But it's all taken care of. It's all good. We filed a suit. We won our cases and all. You never know what can happen. They could come in for some kind of inheritance or win a scratch off lottery ticket or anything. And guess who gets paid first? Yep. So it's all good in the hood. Appreciate your concern for that. Um, Kenneth Smith, have you heard any news about the Philippines opening up to foreign travelers?
Yes, yes.
Well, not tourism yet. Yeah, but they're opening up more to people with direct ties in the Philippines, OFWs, uh, ballot binds, just people with the direct ties in there. Um, they're raising the caps, allowing more people to fly in per day, um, opening up a couple other airports for international within the Philippines. It's on the right track. It's heading that way. Brian Smith, I'm living on Wi-Fi to watch Texas Filipino when I can. Let's see. Oh, did it just do it again? I think it took a big jump on us again.
Because you this way you need to slowly, slow. Yeah, more. Already at Billy last comment.
We're at right there.
Yeah, that one there.
Yeah, right here.
We're not that far away to
But you
follow.
see right here where it does that welcome to the chat thing again, like if we just restarted it. You see that?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to now back a little bit. Well, yeah, that one.
Let's see. Leatherneck Tony, Asian
Adventures.
Adventures.
Good morning, evening, all from Cebu. Hello.
Hello.
From Philippines.
Glad you
Leatherneck,
joined us,
yeah.
Tony. Let's see. Dr. Emmett Brown, hey. Let's see. V. Wilkes, hello from San Antonio, Texas. Love your videos. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you so much. B, what?
It says I you surpassed your live queue. Probably so. That's probably what's happening. But like I say, I didn't want to just scroll and read comments only tonight. I did want to touch on some topics. I still got another one I want to touch on too, but we'll get to it at the right time. Can you give us um, a kind of mouth on the panels for the seller, more or less just enough to do a house? I don't know if he meant amount, maybe a kind of an amount. The way it says a mouth, there's a lot of mouth. There's even a better mouth.
It's a big mouth.
There's so many different panels out there. There's so many different price ranges. Um, on my house there right now in the Philippines, we have 14 335 watt, I believe is what they are, panels there, and they're both in a parallel and series. When we were there building pretty much this whole time, this last trip, and running that air conditioner, I was only running 9 of the 14 panels, wasn't I? Right?
12.
I was running 12.
Yes, yeah, and you have a small one.
No. We had three panels that was never connected. So we had, let me see, I was running 3 sets of 3s. So I had 9 panels going out of all the panels we had there, and besides the small ones. And then right now, while we've been gone though, all panels are connected up. Everything's connected up. Um, so you can't just say how many panels to run your house. You've got a lot of variations there. Like for instance, Brian, that's trying to get solar right now down our foreigner farm in the Philippines. They come out and surveyed, totaling up his usage. Well, see, that's just it. Every person has their own unique amount of usage that you might need to get by on. So you're going to need to go around to all your appliances that you're using, and let's say like first thing in the morning, everything you're going to use when you get your day rolling there. The AC might be turned on, the refrigerator's going, you're going to have a boiling pot of water. You're going to turn on the TV and see what's going on for the day. When all of those things are all turned on and hitting at the same time, what is your total amps, your total watts for all of those items? And then you need a buffer on top of that, because just because, say for instance, you got 3,000 watts of panels, don't mean you're making 3,000 watts of power. You're only going to make a small percentage of that. If you have 3,000 watts of panels, you might get close to that at peak of a day of perfect weather conditions and not too hot and all of that stuff, because heat lowers efficiency of the panels as well. And you're only going to hit that just for a few hours during the day if you don't have any shading issues or anything like that. So let's say out 3,000 watts of panels that you might only be hitting 800, 900 watts a lot of the time. So you've got to look that you may have to have 5 or 6,000 watts of panels to be getting, 1,500, 2,000 watts at a lot of the time at a steady pace. And you don't want to be using up every bit of that if you got a battery bank. You got to make a surplus of power to put into your batteries if you're trying to charge and be off grid. So you've got some math there to do, and it's just not real simple, cut and dry. But always just do this: get a system that's expandable. That is the biggest advice I can give you to any of you listening. Get a system that's expandable. Like when we bought our inverters, we made sure that we bought something that our inverters could be parallel. So if I have a 5,000 watt inverter, I can parallel a second one connecting it together. Now we got 10,000 watts of output. If we needed 15, I can add another one. If, say I know I'm going to keep on, if we needed 20,000, I can add another one. Then if one of those inverters had an issue or failed, I could take it out of the being parallel there, and I still have 15, or I still have 10, or I still have 5,000 watts going, but I'm never without. Everything would have to get damaged. But if you can buy a brand that's common, like we use MPP Solar, a company that's been out there and they're not just going to disappear tomorrow. You can buy something that you can always get another unit, most likely, whether new or refurbished, and add an additional inverter on. You can always add panels. You can add batteries. But if you go with lead acid, you can't just add batteries like you see some people do out there and all, because there's a lot of chemistry there, and there's some things that happen with those lead acid batteries that you put a new battery on the old batteries, and you can really mess things up. So if you're using something like lithium, a lot of times you can get away with adding more batteries on. Like these particular lithium iron phosphate batteries that we're using, it is easy to add more batteries into them without having much of an effect on the system, a negative effect. And Melinda's trying to hide off camera because she's eating a snack, but it's okay. They understand. Either way, birthday girl. So that's the main thing. Don't be scared to start. Even if you need to start small, just start. And that's the best way to learn ever, is just get your feet wet with it. And but make sure whatever you buy, that it's something you can grow on. You don't want to buy a 1,000 watt or a 3,000 watt inverter that can't have another one parallel with it. And then if you ever want to upgrade, you're going to have to toss that unit to the side, and now you've wasted that money. So make sure it is an expandable unit, and start from there. Just start, and don't buy no 100 watt panels. Don't buy no 50 watt panels. Buy something of size that, once again, as you expand panels, it's going to be a large panel, and it's going to be that you can get more like that panel again. Okay. You don't want to be mixing 100s and 300s and 50s and all that together. So just be wise on how you start your base system. Mel, you go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Bell fruit. I'm right. Bell fruit.
Fruit.
Fruit. You may have missed a lot, but you didn't miss me. I just got her. Oh, hello, Bill. Of course, we miss you. That's why they pop up. Hello, Bill. Like that. Yeah.
So let's see here. Scott, Leatherneck, Tony, they're talking there.
Yeah, that's why they said hi.
Everybody saying
Bill.
hello. It's
Bill,
great
Bill,
y'all
yeah.
talk to each other and visit. I like that. John D. right here.
Hi from Port Neches, Texas. Moving to our home in Leyte after COVID lockdown. Hello, hello with your Phil Texan, Chandy.
Thank you, John, very
Yeah, thank you
much.
so.
Um, Brian Smith. I'm not the farmer in the Philippines, by the way. I'm in Texas.
I was thought when
That's what I
when I
was.
saw
That's
the Brian
exactly.
Smith.
I know
Yeah.
it. I know you're not because I already know you from seeing you on other chats and talking on comments and know exactly. I already figured it out. I'm out there in that game enough. Yep. Uh, Here we go right here, Mom.
John Yanchik, I know if I'm right, pronounced right. Hi from San Antonio. Hello, John. Not your daddy, Billy at Week Show should also be a moderator. Yes, yeah, Billy does a moderator.
Well, I don't know. I thought he wasn't there at one time. I don't know what happened. Who knows? Let's see. V Wilkes, happy birthday, Mel.
Yes, thank you, V Wilkes. Bright Delight Life, always good to see you, Channel Daily. Hello, you from Japan. I sure do miss a Texas and heading back soon.
Wow. So I know it'd probably be all the way at the end, but what what do you do in Japan? What brought you to Japan from Texas and heading back? Is it military or some type of contractor work or something? Maybe you might want to share it to us. Up to you. Up to you. And speaking of Japan, John Hell, Bullet Train might be fun. I'm surprised Amtrak hasn't gone high speed bullet train. So this train thing from Dallas to Houston's been going on for, I swear, 30 years or longer. Whole bunch of property was bought down 45 long ago, years ago. Property bought and easements and stuff done for that. It failed. It failed again. It was trying to be revived. It failed again all through the years. But supposedly it's on a green light go for this spring. And the train is actually coming from Japan. It is going to be built and brought here from Japan by the same company, I forget the name of it, that builds those bullet trains there in Japan. And then all of the monitoring and safety equipment and lighting and all of that for the track. And this is supposed to be a track independent of cargo trains, okay? It's going to be on its own track. And it's supposed to be elevated up and safe away from a lot of accidents or cars and crossings and stuff like that. All of that equipment is coming out of a company that's like um, a company that's tied with France and Germany. Um, so the German and the French both, there's a company that's tied with both countries there that they got all the approvals for the NTSB national, yeah, what's that called? National, I just drew a blank as well as I know it. Anyway, our safety board, National Transportation Safety Board, I think is what it is. So the train manufacturer had to get approval for the NTSB. The other company in Germany and France had to get approval for the NTSB. This has been going on for several years, and they are now um, got all the green lights to go, and everything's been approved. And they're spending like $20 billion to build this high-speed train from from Dallas to Houston, and it's going to be a super short, fast trip. I mean, it's pretty amazing. And then they're planning on building a secondary one going from Bryan College Station to Houston as well, and maybe eventually linking that one on over to Austin. So it's amazing. That's all I can say. That if I'd be surprised if it really starts, but they say it's breaking ground this spring. So there you go. Um, and Phil, not your daddy. Stop repeating yourself. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
He's locked
We
up in
don't
the
know. Yeah,
doghouse right now, so no
yeah.
telling what's happening with him.
Dr. Emmett Brown, the fourth. I mean, when is the flight? Like we told earlier, our flight is will be on January the 4th.
Yeah, January the 4th. We wanted to buy those tickets way in advance because there's only a limited amount of them available, and we didn't want no surprises. And the sooner you buy them, the cheaper it is.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
The Philippine Experience. Hi from Virginia. Hello, hello from Virginia. Um, com-
It's where were you at right there? Oh yeah, Philippine Spirits. Hi from
yes, yeah.
Virginia. Cons 2911 been raining here in our part of the Philippines for the past several days, almost every day, maybe 30 minutes a day. Yeah, it's that time of year, but I sure miss those rains like
Yes,
that.
yes.
I do. Yeah.
Brainy, Cebu, Philippines. I want to see the concrete house taken to the next stage. Yes,
Well,
yeah.
it's going
Us
to.
too. We're
It's
going to.
going to. It's
Yes,
coming. Let
yes,
me
soon.
tell you. Oh, they saw your watch right there. Nice G-Shock Mel.
Moshera Mitano. Yeah, it's already 2 years or 3 years with me. I think so. Yeah, taking care of it.
Yep.
Uh,
I had a nice G-Shock and it just disappeared off the face of the earth. I don't know what's happened to it.
yeah, not that the price is good, not expensive, but you can also I use this one for even our swimming in the beach.
Yeah, mine was the divers edition with the Indiglo and all of that blue, um, and it's it's went uh, AWOL.
Yes, Scott, expat in Philippines, experience in the May. Lily and Millie, hi guys. Wanna ask, is it feasible to buy electrical equipment in the US and send it to Balikbayan box? Happy birthday, Mel. By the
No.
way, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for her birthday.
Yeah.
And no, it's not feasible. It's just everybody's got their own opinion and they're going to say, well, I've done this and I've done that. Well, that's all I say. Good for you. But in my opinion, it is not feasible to be buying all that stuff and sending it in ballot buying boxes to the Philippines. Things over there, like before, I couldn't find really good gray wire. Now I can find really good gray wire over there everywhere. A lot of it's the same wires we're getting here. Even I find a lot of the same brand now there. Things are changing in the Philippines. Appliances and stuff like that you're going to use, it's the wrong power, U.S. power versus Philippine power, and you're going to burn it up, or you're going to spend tons of money on transformers to step the power down. Don't do that. They really don't use our style breakers there. You can find it some if you go to specialty places. The thing about using something that's not common over there, like buying a breaker that's a Western breaker, and yeah, you went to some special electric shop and you found breaker panels like in the USA, and then something happens that a breaker goes out and you need to go buy one and you can't find one for it. Or what if something happens to you and the people after you need to go find a breaker and they can't find one for it? So, in a lot of ways, you need to, when you're in Rome, do what the Romans are doing and use their stuff. Yeah. So, I just steer away from it. And there's just more and more product available there now in the Philippines. I really support buying there and helping their economy there because good Lord knows they need it. That's just my opinion. There might be a few things you want to get. There was a few things we sent this time, some certain type of electrical boxes and stuff and all, weatherproof boxes that we can get a better quality here than I could find there. Um, but on the most part, I'd just say look over there. Bill Pruitt's got doing fine, still eating steak and ribs a lot. Let's see, Dr. Emmett Brown, 3 feet up in the Black Hills, South Dakota, wet, heavy, almost melted already. I talking about that snow. Wow, y'all got it too. It got hit on up there. Uh-oh, Billy's trying to bust out some.
We're trying to be translator, ha?
Yeah.
Mel, kung gaano kabote ang pagunawa ni James kay Tagalog. I think the translator was not actually it's not really
Yeah, your Google Translate just screwed you, dude.
Talagog. Actually, I don't know maybe Tagalog, may
That's what he's at.
yeah, Tagalog, I guess. Mel kung gaano kabuti. I think he asking how much really good for that, for knowing for the Tagalog.
Richard Rodriguez, hello, awesome people, enjoy. Thank you so much. And Phil, let's see, what does it say? Lily?
Lily, yeah.
If you're planning to convert your house to 120, you'll have to take a converter with you. It's not just a converter to convert your house to 120. You know, one of these little small inverters that won't even run that many watts cost a bunch of money over in the Philippines, and they burn out, and they consume a lot of power themselves, even setting idle. You would just be wasting so much money messing with a bunch of uh, power converters, step down transformers, to do that, and just burning a whole bunch of additional electricity. Just a headache. Yeah, if you got some little certain item you want to use that you like from home, and you want to have one little step down transformer, fine. But trying to run a whole house, you're just wasting a bunch of money. It's
It's me.
me.
It's me.
There you are
Then you
laughing
have to
again when you
fish
read
out
that.
when your fans in Texas for while you're gonna be in PH. Richard Rodriguez, stay extremely blessed. Thank you.
I have a hard time getting Melinda to eat the fish out of the ponds here because she's just so used to those saltwater fish right there at the shore, which really do have a whole lot cleaner taste to them, don't they?
Yes, yeah, I don't like the
She
smell
don't
of
like the
it.
freshwater fish that's raised in ponds here. She, you have adjusted to a little bit of it.
Just a little. I eat. I don't know. I eat, but like I'm not gonna. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Focus on it.
So
Wicker
it,
Sharp project. I used Google Translate. Hope that you came out right. Thank you for trying, Billy.
Richard Rodriguez said, "Stay extremely
I already
blessed."
read that.
I'm gonna have to get me some more water. Oh, there's more of my water. You took it.
Scott, expat in the Philippines. Great to see you. Bill Fruit. Um, us too. Good to. Happy birthday, Mel. Love the beach camping video. Thank you so much, Kurt.
I'm going to bring up a sore topic here real quick. I know the comments will get to going on this, but something else I want to cover tonight on our live stream. You know, Mel and I, we chose to go get vaccinated. And when I put out that video on it, so many of you gave wonderful responses. And we said in the beginning we had no agenda for that, right? Isn't that what we said, Melinda?
Yes.
We're not trying to push for people to do it or not do it or nothing. We're just telling them what we have made our decision on. We got attacked over that in our comment section, and a couple people said some pretty rude and crude things, and I was shocked, and we lost some subscribers. And now I'm not a fool. I told Melinda the night before we posted that video that it was going to cause a controversy. Did I not?
Yes, yeah.
I told her the night before it's going to cause a controversy because people are so tense and just so polarized with all of this going on right now that it's just really easy to make a spark and it explode. And so we had no agenda with that. I'm going to say that again. But some of the things that I was accused of and trying to promote and take away freedoms from America, and that I'm being a part of helping force the mandate, and oh my
It's too
God.
much.
And for some people that I have actually really enjoyed in this vlog, some people that I have really enjoyed being a commenters and supporting this channel, and turned on me in 1 second and judged me and called me some things that I was really shocked. I was really shocked. And it bothered me. It bothered me because I don't have no agenda, but you can't just simply judge somebody like because we chose to take a vaccine that we're just selling into a system. There's other things that weighed in on that we spent a long time before we made that decision, didn't we?
Yes, actually, it is true though.
And we reached
It's
out to
been
you guys all the way like last March
yeah.
asking your opinions as well because we were trying to make a life choice decision there. I'm not saying life or death decision could be, but I'm pretty much, and I'm just going to say it, I've always been real against a lot of medicines. Am I not, Melinda?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
don't
it
like to
is.
take nothing. I don't like to put nothing in my body, period. So because of that, that was a massive decision for me. I've never had a flu shot in my life. When I went through my burns and my explosion and the other things that happened to my nervous system, man, I bet they prescribed me 30 something different medications. I had a big old box full of meds, and I started refusing to take them, and my doctors was upset and this and that. And I
Mm.
said, it's still my body, and I feel like you're pickling me with all this.
Yes,
I
yes,
figured
yes.
that I'm going to have more problems with my liver and my kidneys and everything else with these meds that you're giving me than what the problem is itself. And if I don't mask that with all these medications, that my body can communicate with itself then, because I'm not blocking these little synapses and things, and nerves, and my brain can talk to my body and my body can talk to my brain. And we are a chemical factory within ourselves. We are a biological factory going on here. And the body does have amazing ways that it can heal itself and fight against things. So for me to take the vaccine was a major issue in my life. Okay, I'm gonna be honest here, and I was not happy with the way some of the people acted, but I wasn't a fool to know it wasn't gonna happen. But it's funny when you see people's colors come out. Let me get a drink of water here.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm not telling anybody what to do, but I have had past pulmonary issues. I actually had a benign tumor in my right lung that was found one time in the Philippines after years, after since a childhood of having some problems and respiratory problems, going to doctors after doctors back when we didn't have so many great specialists like there is in the United States now. And I had something happen to me when I was a child and some freezing cold temperatures that they thought that maybe I even took a type of frostbite in the lung before. I went into a hyperventilating stage in freezing below zero temperature air at one point in time when I was a child. I showed up with a dark spot on my right lung for years, but doctors never could really pinpoint here what it was. I always had a lot of respiratory issues growing up and as a young adult. And when I was in my mid 30s and I was in the Philippines, um, I was on a trip there and I was feeling sick again. I could tell I had a respiratory infection going on. It was always having to take an antibiotic for that, which I did not like, but I had to do it because sometimes you have to do things, whether you want to or not. Sometimes you got to make a hard choice. And thank goodness for antibiotics. So I've probably been gone from this world a long, long time ago. And the thing is that a doctor down in Bacolod City, after I got quarantined in Japan, I got quarantined in Japan because that H1N1 scare was going on that time and running around. And it was similar to this situation that we're going through now. See, I've been going to the Philippines for a long time. There's some of you guys think I'm like some kind of semi newbie going to the Philippines. I've got a long history since back in my 30s of making my journeys back and forth there yearly and multiple times a year for many years. And so I got quarantined before in Japan, and I was showing a fever. They quarantined me in a quarantine hotel. Don't this sound familiar? And this was a long time ago. So this old dog's been around right now. And they wouldn't let me take medication. They were trying to figure out how to recognize if you had H1N1 or not. And they really didn't have a set method. And in Japan, they wouldn't even let you take a fever reducer. And finally, a lady, like a chambermaid or whatever, snuck me in some fever reducer. And I got my fever down when the doctors checked me. And they actually released me out of Japan. And I got to the Philippines in Manila, and they had those scanners going there, reading your temperature as you're coming in, like some type of camera like thing. Pulled me aside again, and they once again yanked me to the side and was going to hold me there. And I let them talk to the doctor back up in Japan, and they this and that, and they finally decided to release me, but I would go to a hospital. Got down to college, got super sick, and the people that I was there with took me to hospital and Bacalled, and they did a basic X-ray. Then they put me in a CT scan and did different things, and they finally realized I had a tumor, a major infection, a tumor in my right lung. The lung was highly bacterial. Bacteria had already spread into my bloodstream. Um, my lung was collapsed. It was a bad deal. It was a bad deal. And they put me on these powerful antibiotics, and this was going to have to be addressed. And I had been having problems for years, and this was the first time, and it was in the Philippines, that somebody actually found what it was. And the doctors here, with all of their machines and schooling, had not found what a doctor right there at a hospital in Bacolod found. And I came back to the United States. I was here for a few weeks. I gathered up money. I made all the plans with all of them over there in the Philippines. And I allowed them, baby, not right now, that light shining up my face. And I allowed them to be the ones to do the surgery and take care of me. And so they reduced the tumor down. They shot special meds, I think it was chemo based, directly onto that tumor. They reduced it. They went in, did a biopsy, and turns out it was benign. Now, all of that got healed and taken care of, and surgeries and everything there in the Philippines. I thank the Filipinos for that. They probably saved my life. They actually probably saved my life to where the doctors here in the U.S. didn't. So my brother, he died from a tumor in his right lung that was malignant, and it metastasized, went to his brain. So I had to weigh all of these things in when I made the decision, because of something that attacks your pulmonary, and I already have a weak pulmonary that I've had a problem with my whole life. And so, people shouldn't be so shallow when they make a judgment like that. Um, because this has been so politicized, and it's been just ran through the ringer. It's been used and abused by governments and dirty people and politicians, and just every which way. I mean, it's just been run through the ringer. But it doesn't change the fact that there's a problem out there. And I had to weigh my risks. I went through COVID in January of 2020, coming right out of China. It was the sickest I've been in my life. It was so new that the Philippines and other governments didn't even have a protocol in place yet. And I never wanted to go back through that again, because it could have been a final game changer for me. So y'all please respect my decision, because it was a serious decision for me, okay? You can't just look straight forward and think he's a healthy guy, look at him doing all that work always. There's other things that go on in people's lives that you don't know every tiny detail in a vlogger's personal life out there. But I've got a compromised sympathetic nerve system right now from an explosion I was in, and I've had a lifetime pulmonary problems. And see, Ray Smith on here. Ray, I don't know if you want me to talk about it or not. I saw you just now pop up. Ray was hospitalized. He's one of our longtime viewers. He was hospitalized with COVID this year, and he was having his words with God as well. So it's not a joke, and it's not a political move for me. I'm not pushing anybody to do anything, but it was a choice I felt I needed to do after my history and experiencing COVID already. So I wanted to touch that in this vlog tonight. It meant a lot to me to talk about that. Now, excuse me. I keep having to drink a little bit of coffee or something and keep my throat wet because of these allergies bothering me right now. But there we go. And I wanted to cover that and just respect our decision please, in our channel, keep the politics out of it. Because I tell you, I agree with a lot of your views on that. I do.
Hmm.
But we still have to be wise. Medicine is important to our lives, you know. So, and the ones that felt to say those things, I forgive you. I forgive you because you said it out of ignorance of knowing the whole story of my situation. And and you know, I've enjoyed you on our channel for a long time. The several of you that I'm talking to, if you see this, and you said you were disappointed in me. I was more disappointed. I was more disappointed, absolutely. But you know, the door is always open to still be here and be a part of our channel. I won't punk you out and call your name. I wanted to. I made a video over this, and it was actually uploaded, but I never posted it because I did it out of anger, and I don't want to do things out of anger. So I love all you guys, and we're all going through this in this world. Economics, countries battling between each other, power moves being made, everything, and we're all victims of it.
Just all we need is just respect, respect
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You must know your boundaries.
So that's that's my public announcement on that. It's the truth, and just thank you for staying on here and hearing me out. So let's get on to a better, more happy thing.
Happy. That's
So Richard Rodriguez, stay extremely blessed. Billy, you did too. Use Google Translate. We know you did.
well, guys. We apologize, for our late,
We got Kurt here right now. Happy birthday, Mel. Love the beach camping
Oh,
video.
my birthday is
Yeah.
still going on.
Rocky Pac-Man. It was nice to see nice to see Mark Overstay Road on your channel. I was hanging out with him last week. Happy birthday to both of you. I like Mark. Mark's pretty
Yes,
cool.
yeah, we also support you.
I don't know where you saw him on channel unless we missed him back here in these other comments. I'm not sure, but I like Mark, and he's like a southern brother to me. He just is. He's a crazy sucker, but he's a smart sucker, and he's not a sucker. It's just the way we talk. He's a pretty cool guy.
John Fair's Gold, Fanning's Gold. When I get to the Philippines, you are going to have to invite Roselda and I over for good barbecue. I'll buy the beer. Sounds good.
It does sound good. And there's where thinking big, believing big.
Yes.
Gave Melinda that nice birthday gift. So thank you so
Yes,
much
thank you,
for
sir.
that.
For Melly Mel. You hear that? It's for me, okay?
Bubblehead, Point to Point are going online, but FAA has failed to lobbyist due to starship scarring birds and yeah.
Something like that.
So you see, we almost got enough money to fly me in.
Yeah, Ricochet.
See, men, greetings from Canada. Happy birthday, Melinda.
Okay.
That's the way
You've
they.
been watching
Yeah.
your vlogs every day, Kanka. Thank you,
Connie,
Seaman.
thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
K and C, and you just need an F in between there. Y'all could be KFC, like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Thanks. Thinking, believing big. Thank you, Jess and Kelly.
Let's see right here. Let's see. Or drag me behind a horse. I'll settle for partial quartering. Let's see. Sorry, I got the scam through PayPal. Had to change my info. Let's see here. My mom wrote a comedy called The Pig Farm that is fictional except where Pam and Josh are mentioned. All the references are true. A comedy. So is it like a book or something? Is that what it was? If you put total love into what you're doing and not expecting instant payout, you'll do well. Absolutely. Dwayne, mature. Hello, North Carolina camp. How you say that? Lejeune here. Born Texas Gulf Coast at Bay City. Yep. a former U.S. Marine. Thank you, sir. My wife is Filipino for 36 years. She's from Marikina. Aha. I've been around Marikina a lot. Enjoy your views on everything. Simplify. Marikina, that's funny. I was thinking about Marikina today. I've been in the mall there so many times. It's unreal.
Marikina?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Back before I ever knew you.
Yes, yeah, Marikina.
Back in my old Roman days.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know the past.
Yeah, yeah, Marikina. That's a nice little area up there. It's pretty good.
Marikina.
Yeah.
They're famous with the shoes always. Marikina.
Did it jump on me? What
No,
happened
no,
here?
no, no. You're good now. You're ready
Is it
here.
okay? Oh, I see what happened here. You see right there, Brian Smith
Oh yeah, thank you,
done
Brian
gave you
Smith.
the
Yeah.
hookup. The hook up. Thank you, Brian.
Oh.
Ah, so
Ida Kapangan, Kapangpangan. I'm from North Central Arkansas, but been living in Legan City for past few years.
you like it there? I hope you're enjoying it
Mm-hmm.
there.
Arkansas,
It's
just close
a shame that
state.
you had to spend part of the time with all of this. You know. Uh, it says L McG sitting with the boys in the garage drinking beers, watching the good old hockey game live. Could be worse, you know. Just enjoy, man. L McG, have a great night. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Bill
thank you so
Pruitt,
much on
work
CG.
hard, play hard. It's my motto. Good on you both. Thank you much.
Met your
Uh,
daddy, Daryl. Thank you so much.
yeah, he says I'm also a Texan currently in North Carolina. You are a Texan for sure, Daryl.
Good morning here in PH. Stay safe, Michael Ray. Thank you.
Tom Adams. Wife says Gimris has 200 square meter lots for 85 to 100K pesos. We just got a lot there. There's some good deals in Gimris.
Mm.
Um, we've looked around.
I think that kind of is very remote place.
Yeah,
Mm.
we've looked at Gimris extensively. We like the
Yeah,
island of
we like
Gimris personally,
cameras.
though. We actually do. That's one of our always to go to spots. Happy birthday, Mel from
From
Steve
this
Presley.
league, City Mindanao. Hello, Steve Presley. Thank you so much.
Let's see.
Uh,
Dwayne Mature hoping to retire in about a year and travel to the Philippines. We've got a condo in Marikina and hope to stumble across you someday. Your channel is our regular watch every night. Thank you
oh,
so
thank you so
much.
much. Yeah.
And Daryl and Billy there, they're making a date right now. I think they're about to
Wow, greeting
send
from.
chocolates or something. I
I
don't know.
know. Patrick Gears, greeting from. What do you say, Kershaw? Kershaw.
And he says happy birthday to you
Thank
too.
you.
And right here,
Watching from Tigbawan, Iloilo. Really? Aisha Futana? Wow, it's from Tigbawan. It's my
wow, right
hometown.
there at our place, huh?
Oh, sorry, we're late, you know. uh,
uh, so I don't know what's going on. Is that Billy blowing Daryl a kiss there or something? Is that what that is?
I
Can't
think
tell.
so. See? Oh.
Yeah.
Cat, like when I and Arlen pin, right? Pin money on
On all of
us.
us at the
So
wedding, that was
it's
nice.
nice.
Yeah, you
Oh
pin that
yeah,
on.
pinned, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, so let's see here. John Ferris said, I thought my whole family here was dead, and when filming the last episode of my show, my brother Rob showed up on the set. I still have one bro alive. Wow, that's pretty cool. Uh, you know, it's nice something like that happen. Let's see. We go past Wickshire. Let's see. Bubblehead, a successful live stream is a stream you have overload check queue, so need to worry about skipping to keep up. Yeah, I'm sorry, people that
Yeah.
got missed. This thing just
Yes, yeah,
popped
sorry for
us
that.
way on forward, and we didn't even get to see a bunch of it. Um, it says right now her mom is doing better now. Yeah, I hope she's okay. She is. Um, And see, not surprised. Have you thought of taking ivermectin? Um, you know, I spoke about that in a video that I recorded but never published. I'm familiar with all that stuff. I'm a farmer. We have that stuff around. I'm familiar how that drug's used. I've known it my whole life. I'm not talking about trying to use animal medicines on a human. The doses and concentrations are different. No, I'm not a doctor or anything like that. I do believe it's a very good, wonderful drug. It's been used on millions, if not billions, of people. It's saved millions of lives. The media just absolutely absurd how they want to pounce on something and demonize something. One person makes a comment out there that's powerful and everybody jumps on it and goes with that person's view without any education in their own mind or any real knowledge in their own mind, anything about it. They're just like a bunch of parrots repeating. I would take it in a heartbeat if a doctor prescribed it to me and said I need it without any doubt because it's a real and wonderful drug that won a Nobel Prize by the creator. It has been so long used, and the number one thing is that the patents ran out and there was no money to be made on it. And that's what my personal belief is on it. Show me the money is all they care about. So that's my opinion, and this is my channel. I'll say my opinion, but um, if it was handled right and by a doctor and a human dose and all that, I'd take it no problem whatsoever. Um, right now, the doctors are even being bullied in what they can do. Bill Pruitt, last year I found some land in Texas so cheap it was crazy. What does that say? 1,000 per acre. But after research, it was an area where nothing would grow. Texas is fully a big place with many environments. It absolutely is. Even on this farm, you can go every 20 feet and the soil change. I can't go out here and take a soil sample to find what I need for fertilizers and all that pH because the soil just keeps changing. The consistency, the color, the mineral makeup, everything. It is like something really violent happened here at one time that really mixed this up like that. But you are telling the truth there. Marvin Clayton, really good to hear from you.
Yes, yeah.
Uh,
Checking in just like you're not late actually.
yeah, sorry for my sinuses here.
Hi
Babe,
guys.
would you go run me some more water or pour some, please? Um, bear with me just a second. Uh, yeah, hi guys. I'm sorry I'm checking in late. I'm just busy Saturday for me. I hope you're doing well. But have you given any thought to the overland trailer? You know, I was a trailer builder before, cargo trailers, manufacturing for many different uses, and from anything from race cars to dirt bikes to whatever people want to use them for. Built for Boy Scouts. I built for all kinds of stuff. Um, that was a part of my life for a while. I was going to make a video and show y'all a bunch of pictures and portfolio of trailers I built before, but I just get so busy. Did you forget the water?
Oh yes.
She come back over here without the glass. What'd you just pour it and put it on the counter? She's afraid I might get her $50.
I need to hurry up back.
I can swap it off screen. I had talked to Melinda about building an overland trailer before.
Yes.
Now we went through toy haulers before this vlog. Melinda and I had a toy hauler. We hated it, didn't we?
No, I know.
I mean that toy hauler
Oh
trailer
yeah,
we
yeah,
had.
the toy. Oh,
We
yeah,
didn't
I
like
don't
we didn't like the toy hauler. Man, we got rid of it. We've had a big overhead camper that we put on the Duramax diesel. Now it was okay. I grew up with big overhead campers anyway. It was okay, but it was still just like driving a great big old motorhome or something down the road. Probably worse. And but at least we could get in and out around a bunch of places. But that thing sticking out in front of the cab and out on each side of you and blocking your view, and it get this wind sway, and it really wasn't for off-roading like I wanted. I've had many different kinds of setups, trailers. I could just go on and on about them, but we really have thought about an overland small trailer because we like traveling so light. But our truck's actually doing pretty good for us, though.
Yeah, I like
There's still
it.
improvements we can make on the truck. And then we'd rather have a trailer pulling behind us that we can carry our four wheelers. That's more important to us. If we're going to pull something behind us, to be able to take those and go have fun. Let's see right here. Um, right here we got Bubblehead. I'm in Pfizer boost shot study. Felt like a Mack truck hit me from the left. Yeah, man. Let's talk about that for a second. Melinda and I had no symptoms whatsoever. We had no side effects, did we?
No. Yeah.
No side
You did
effects
it good.
whatsoever. We went on. I worked my butt off through it all. And all. I mean, even a barely the most minimum soreness and all.
Oh yeah, that's it though. That's a soreness.
And it was so minimal. We both talked about it. You would really have to kind of push on it to feel anything. So we did good on that. Absolutely. We'll see. Our second one's coming up in a few
Yeah, you
days.
said that's the second shot.
Yeah, so we'll see, and we'll tell you then. But
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all want to know, if anybody's curious, our first round, man, it was just like nothing happened. It was just like nothing. Um, so let's see right here. Clifford, my family thanks you for your concerns. Absolutely, stay strong right there. OBG 64, Billy. Yeah, okay, your outhouse thing. We don't want to talk about what you do with your poo. OBG 64. So what happens when you get back in the Philippines? Will they make you get separate rooms quarantine? Oh no, we don't have to do none of that.
Yes.
That wasn't a Philippines rule. That was a few hotels that was pushing that agenda to make one person per room and all that. That wasn't nothing the government ever did. That was some hotels trying to figure out and manipulate the ways to rent more rooms out and get more money. So you just need to make sure what that hotel's rules are before you book with them. Call them, write them, get it in writing, write them and make them write you back and say, no, you don't have to do that. But I think that's almost all in the rearview mirror anyway, just to tell you the truth. Bubblehead, when is Melinda starting her cooking channel? Man, it's been harder to even get her to cook lately.
There's no really for me the cookies.
Where did it
I'm trying.
go?
I'm trying to get back to
Where did
cook
it go?
again.
It just did that jump again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just all of a sudden just jumped to the bottom.
Still lots of comments we need to be
Yeah.
out of it.
159 still with us. We appreciate you guys.
Oh yeah.
We do. Excuse us here. It took
Oh
a
yeah.
big jump again. Um, we may just have to stop here somewhere along the line and start reading comments again, even if we miss some. Man, so much here. And like I say, it just took a big old jump. Um, so I'm just gonna jump in here, okay? Because it moved on us again, and I
Yeah,
can
I think
scroll
we need to
forever.
back again here for Texas Frog.
Well, Daryl said, James, I always enjoy your advice on solar. I'm still waiting to install it here. Thank you so much. Texas Frog, great solar advice. Thank you very much. Scott Expat, okay, James and Mel. We have to go do some shopping and said we'll be back. Great live. We'll probably still be here when you're done shopping. And see you in a little bit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I got a list if you want to pick things up for me. Scott in the Philippines. Let's see, Scott and baby CJ XXX. But are we getting hugs and no kisses, or kisses and no hugs? Uh, it's the awesome advice on the solar system, James and Mel. Thank you very much. Ronald Bowden, you know, I charge my cell phone. Let's see, when I was in tagging with no problem. James, what do you think about laptops and other electronics? Now, look, Ronald, you got a good point right there. Okay, small electronics like cell phones and laptops. That little unit, pick that part up right here. Well, yeah, pick that up. This little part right here on your laptop, this has an automatic power switching inside of it. Some TVs have that. You need to look on the back and see. But these are automatic power switching. They'll switch between pretty much any voltage anywhere in the world, 50 or 60 hertz. So that's your small electronic items like that, that like your power supply, like to this laptop does. Your power supply to your phone charger is the same way. It's not using much power, and it's got a little auto switching deal inside that switches between the voltages. Like I say, some LCD TVs do also. But most anything else, hair dryers, blenders, curling irons, mixers, microwaves, on and on and on, refrigerant units like refrigerators and things like that, coolers and all, those are usually a dedicated power, and you can't just go do that with those type of equipment. So, you've got to think about that. And read on it. Just read right there on it. It's going to tell right here in this writing on here. It tells on the back of that TV. It's going to tell. And so that's the reason. Yeah, your phone charger is going to work. Your laptop's going to work. That all of that's easy peasy. Um, let's see, Kenneth. Hello from Guam. Love your channel. Thank you so much. Jazz and Kelly. Who said it? Y'all need to leave these two more people alone. Let them be. They're always welcome back here again. I just blame it on the whole situation. Has everybody so polarized and so many people just on the edge. And um, they've been great on this channel for so long. I don't want to. I don't want to beat them up. All right. And but thank you for supporting us. Happy birthday to a beautiful lady. James, did you get her a new pair of swamp boots to replace the one she got a hole in back in the Philippines? She got some nice camo swamp boots here. Yeah.
Yeah,
and taller on the tops too.
Yeah.
I see. Texas fraud vaccination is what stops you from dying. In many cases, it can. It can. And that was one of my concerns.
Wow, Hayden, by not your dad.
Redneck ways. What y'all choose to do is y'all's choice. Thank you very much. Let's see. Daryl blocked it, but Jazz and Kelly said mean people suck, y'all. True that. Thank you, Daryl, for trying to watch our back, man.
Yeah,
Rosa L.
Daryl was here tonight.
I don't know why Rosa L got a smash like button thing. I think that's okay. Let's see. Clifford Smallwood. We were vaccinated. It was a decision between me and my doctor. It was just personal, my own choices right there, calculating my life and what's going on in my life and what's going on now, and what I know has happened to people that I know and love that got hospitalized with it and succumbed to it. So, yeah. So we'll go on past some of that. Ronald, Brother James, those people that said those things. Like I say, just people. I've got family that I disagree with right now. I have no agenda with none of the vaccine stuff. I just had to make a choice. Let's see. Why Garden Troll? Your choices. That's right. MR Rice, yes, never judge your choice. It's still USA land free. That's right. I'm not trying to push an agenda at all. I believe in freedom and freedom of choice. I do. You know yourself, you know your body, you know what you can withstand. It's a complicated situation, it's a complicated situation. But let's see, because no one knows you and your situation better than you. That's exactly right, Bill. Redneck Ways, I'm not getting the vaccine, but supporting one's decision. Thank you very much.
Daniel Wilcox, did you get to see the Blue Origin William Shatner space flight from Texas?
Boy, yeah.
A space person.
Melinda, did I watch that?
Yes. You
Was
know,
I wearing you out talking about it?
if talking about space, James not gonna be absent for that.
I I am a space nut. In fact, I had to get up to watch the rocket Lucy. Melinda don't even know that I watched the rocket launch today. You know, I had to get up and watch the rocket
Like that.
Lucy uh, head up into space. That's the one that's going to go push an asteroid. It's going to go up and do it, give a asteroid a push as a test to see how much we can deflect one with a rocket like that could possibly someday save the planet or save millions of lives, you know. And plus, it's going to go out and do some other journeys and pass by some other things in space as well. But yeah, the project was called Lucy, and Lucy flew off into the great beyond today with no problems. So, good job, good job. Yep, I love the space thing, and man, bad ass that William Shatner, Captain Kirk, actually got to fly in space at 90 years old. 90 years old, and Captain Kirk finally made it into space and done what few people on this earth have ever done before. So, man, hell yeah, I'm proud for that. No matter, even if it was Jeff Bezos that did it. I don't like some of Jeff Bezos' attitude, but I really like the project that he's also helping push forward for the space program. So, yeah, I can like him and hate him at the same time. It's the Ronald. I've never taken a flu shot either, but I got the vaccine. It's the only thing at the fight. Yep, yep. So see, Ronald's been right there. Uh, it's the I'd hate to know I was in ICU fixing to be. Yeah, but yeah, maybe the vax could have helped stop. That's right. Daryl said, "Y'all are still my friends no matter what. Better be, especially all the crap I had to put up with you."
I have friends vaccinated and I have friends who are not. You know where I stand. Friends are always friends unless they cheat.
That's that's right. Jazz and Kelly, great supporters, and
Yes, yeah,
getting our
Jessica.
back right there. Dwayne, mature. Some people judge you on your freedom of choice. Yeah, I spoke that. I may jump past a few of these comments on it, but I said my
Yeah.
piece. Uh, Jazz and Kelly, 30. James, so you only been traveling for 5 years. I've been over there for a minute. Uh, Scott Expat, I'm with you on your choice and your topic. I agree with the topic. Well done, James. Thank you so much. Bill Pruitt, I love Japan. Any place you can buy beer from a vending machine is okay with me. I love Japan too. I tell you what, that's one place I'm wanting her. Y'all excuse Melinda's back's kind of hurting her some when she sits very long in one spot. She's always been that way. Just walk around, stretch a minute. I got this. If any money comes through, it's mine.
Hey, anyway, Monica and Patrick, they're watching right now. And Monica said, "Oh, girl, you need to come back there. Jim's gonna get your money." That's
um, yeah, I've traveled quite a bit around Japan by myself, just all alone in a backpack. I'm that kind of person, and it's harder for a Filipino to do that. But I have talked to the Japanese government, and with my history, travel history, Melinda's travel history, and all, they are willing to issue her a visa to travel around in Japan. So when things open back up, most likely Mel and I will probably in the future. Hopefully, it's not a long future, a near future. Go spend some time in Japan because I really want her to see and know that wonderful place. Especially go out into these rural province towns and stuff in Japan. They're just some of the sweetest, most amazing people. Um, Very agricultural. I like them. I like them. So let's see. Jeff said, "Really, come on." MH, happy birthday, Mel. Bobo's, I'm totally against the COVID vaccine. I understand your personal choice, and I love your show, and will continue to support Texas Filipino. Thank you so much. I support your choice just as much. Absolutely. You know, um, you have to weigh a lot of factors. It's just not always just so black and white. Expat, see Scott right now. Expat the Philippines. I always support you on your channel. I took AstraZeneca, both shots, and Arlene's had it. My mom's had it. We're fine, but yes, I agree. It affects us in different ways. Absolutely. Uh, Leatherneck Tony, well said. To each their own. Respect each other's choice. Jimbo 360, James, your house here in Texas. When you're in the Philippines, do you have someone watching your place? Do you always shut down your AC or leave it on? Um, I have a very good network of people that watch after my things. Mel, hey, there's something we haven't covered yet about our thumbnail. You brought up a good topic there, real quick. Talking about our house. This will probably be the last live stream that you guys see us inside this house because we are currently, you can't tell it in this room we're sitting in, but we're moving out right now.
We're moving again.
We're moving out. It's happening right now. We're moving out, and our neighbor across the road, Mike, is putting his house on the market for sale, his house and land, and he is renting our house. And I told y'all there's a lot of things going on that we're downsizing and changing on. So we're not renting to a stranger that we put out on the market in the application or nothing. It's somebody we already know. Someone that helps us even watch the place when we're gone. Takes care of our dog Blackjack when we're gone. And Mike's got a good stable job and career. He's an IT tech for the city of Dallas. And Mike is going to be living in our home now, and we've been clearing out rooms on one side of the house. And as we're clearing them out, he's bringing in boxes and bringing stuff in, and it's just happening. We're just moving across and moving out into the apartment we built here on the side.
Mike
So
was just tired being alone, but actually, he was enjoying our company as well.
yeah, he likes to
Yeah.
be near us. We like to be around him. And so it's just a win-win-win every which way. He's a good guy. He's a trustworthy person. And man, it's just a win-win, winner-winner chicken dinner.
Yes.
And because of that, we don't have to worry about heating or cooling the house or anything while we're abroad because it's going to be occupied by someone else. And our little apartment over there, we built it so efficient that's not a big issue anyway. So there you go. And let's see where we at on that. Let's see. Ray Shepard, me too. I remember Japan vending machines having so many choices. John Ferris, Go Pan School, barbecue chicken with roast carrots and fresh tomatoes for dinner. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. Daryl, the one thing we know about you, James, is you do your own research. Thank you so much. That is so true. Thank you, Daryl, even if you are in the doghouse. Jazz and Kelly, Yum John, Jimbo 360. My wife and I love Japan vending machines. Yeah. What do y'all also? You buy underwear in there also? I hear you can buy everything. I didn't go to a bunch of those vending machines though. I always hit out to the province areas. Country boy in me. Let's see. It's your decision, said Rosa L. Yeah. Ray Shepard, after 20 years in the Navy, I had my share of shots. Boy, I bet y'all did. Um, my brother was in the Navy when he went boot camp and they were giving all those shots. You get hit with every kind of shot and vaccination. It broke a needle off in him, and the needle was sinking down the muscle tissue, and he had to be hospitalized right off the bat. And they had to do a little quick surgery thing to remove a needle that was uh, sinking off down into his muscle tissue. Crazy. Let's see. James and Kelly, just Northern Troll comments. They're not trolls because they were actually great supporters for a long time on the channel. They had their opinion. They get their emotions, get away from them sometimes because there's just so much happening. I tell you, it's just so much happening. and I don't hold it against them whatsoever. Scott expat in the Philippines. I'm waiting for us to get CJ to have it because he'll be 5 in March next year, so we can go to the Philippines with him. Um, you can go with him now, but you'll even if you're vaccinated, and he's not. You'll have to do the full 7 day. Actually, it's like 8 day, 7 night quarantine. Um, to each his own, just respect the decision of others. That's right, Bill Pruitt. Every time I'm in Japan, I always live out of the vending machines. There's one for anything you want. Man, isn't that true? It's okay, but I respect everyone's decision. Bubblehead, yeah, Ray's talking to him about the diving. I see Rosa respect one's decision. V, just V, short and simple. V, happy
Yeah, V.
birthday, Mal.
Thank you, V. Sorry for annoying
Love
you.
y'all,
My
James and
back
Mal.
hurt
Leave
right
politics
now.
out. That's right. Uh, all we need is love, said Ronald. That's
All
right.
we need is love. Love.
Mel, Marcel, and John says happy birthday.
Thank
Fred Patterson,
you.
well said, James. I'm total agreement. Thank you so much, Fred. John D. James, have y'all ever been to Leyte? No, I never have. Have you ever been over there, Mel? To Leyte?
No, I've never
No,
been.
no, never been. Um, we had planned a trip there. We were going to pass through over there, and we were going to go to Beagle also, but all this COVID stuff happened, and it messed it all up. And but hopefully we'll get over that way. John D. Fully agree with you. Ray Shepard. Hey, how many Elo associated subscribers on your YouTube channel? There's actually quite a few on there, and Ray. Also, there's some others from Oton that comment all the time. Believe it or not. Um, let's see. Scott expat Philippines. My friend has a house there in Leyte. Um, let's see. He like me is looking forward to heading back soon to Montana Island. Let's see. You remember that long walks we took on
Cebu.
Mocktan?
On Mactan, yeah.
Boy, we walked in the heat for hours. That Mel and I, we get on our feet. We just don't know when to stop sometimes. Um, so let's see. Rosa L, help out and smash that like button. Thank you so much. Billy at the Wickershire, pondering how many gallons of coconut milk James has consumed this year. I drink a bunch, but boy, this Melinda drinks a bunch too. Coconut water, yeah.
I love coconut water.
Oh my goodness. Uh, happy birthday, Mel. If that was a fat joke,
See, thank you,
I'm
Brian
gonna skip
Smith.
right over that. I'll get back to Philippines.
Jimbo
If I had to
360.
swim, it could take a while. Talking about off grid, boy. Oh man, you better grab a friendly shark.
Jimbo
Hitch a ride.
360, happy birthday, Mel. So, Ilonggo ka, Mel? Yes, I'm Ilonggo ako.
Where you at right there? Oh yeah. And right here was where Mr. Brian Smith gave you support. Speaking of happier topics, happy birthday, Mel. Thank you again for that, Brian. Second time around, I'll tell you happy birthday, Mel. And there is your little birthday gift that you're going to share with me, right? Thank you.
Maybe.
Uh, yes, people, tap your way to that button and give thumbs up. Thank you. I respect your choice, James. Thank you. Let's see. Cons 2, 911, not related. I think Texas is about twice size Philippines. Crazy. I drove, I think, for 5 hours to Austin to Philadelphia. I'm still in Texas. Texas is huge.
Yes,
Absolutely.
it is huge.
It is. Um, let's see right here. Hi, James and Mel, my Filipino wife, and Lapo Lapo girl myself. Both have Pfizer vax, no issues. Good.
That's good.
Let's see right here. Texas is more than twice the size of the Philippines. It is.
It is.
We're doing some reading the other day, the size between Australia and Texas. And Australia's only got like 26 million or something like that population, and it was how many more times bigger than Texas with, it was just crazy. It was something like 4 times bigger or something in Texas and only had 20 million population, and or 26 million in Texas with 20 million. Yeah. Um, let's see here. Yeah, the place is big. I love Texas. I was spent more than 2 years there when I was still working in USA. Let's see. And my second cup of coffee here watching.
Billy
I
have
may
a
just
second
need to dig that
coffee.
outhouse. Yeah, you may.
Oh my gosh,
uh,
how many Elo related subscriber do you have? Ray Shepherd? We don't know. How many do you think?
I'm just not sure how many.
Yeah, James Woods, maligayang Karawan Mel. Thank you, James Woods. Not your daddy, haha, Smiley. Anyway,
Let's see. Let's see Jerry here. Let's see. Bazinga.
yeah.
Nice to see you guys. Sorry I'm late. Well, thank you for joining in. Better late than never, right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
Rosa L, we love you, Mel and James, and I think you made the right decision. Thank you, and happy birthday, Melinda.
Thank you, Rosa L. Thank you so much. We love
The
you.
Cosmic Snell, happy birthday, Mel. Hey, that kind of rhymes. Congrats on your shots. Working on 4 hectares of mountain valley overlooking river running on the side. Beautiful. 20,000. What a great deal. Close family home and nice people. Let's see. Scott Expat Philippines. Scott and Arlene. Let's see. Catch you on next live. Thank you so much for being there with us. Hey guys, enjoy watching your channel. Greetings from the Show Me State. Yep, up in Missouri. So, and the best of luck with everything. Van Turner. Van, great to see you here. Van is over in Philippines, but he is actually from a town very near me right here. And we've run all the same stomping grounds. So Van Turner and I, he's always a pleasure to talk to and all. Van, glad you got here. It's the you drive 7 miles per hour north to south border or east was 12 hours a day. Do you know a lot of the speed limits here are like 80 and 85 on a bunch of the roads here in Texas now? It's crazy. And you always got to go 5, 10 miles an hour over or 15. It's the gap. Get yourself a Filipina.
There's a Charles Bakes there, another Australian. Good day. No, I'm just
Yeah, Charles Bakes. Yeah, Australian living in Thailand. Man, that was another thing that's on mine and Mel's list. This is go spend some time in Thailand. Nookum, my son is a pharmacist. He is currently working as one for animals. Mail order out of Louisville, Kentucky. He said many of the meds are the same, human and animals. Yeah, doses and concentrations sometimes is probably the only big difference. Absolutely. Why is there no horses on your farm, man? Is that a real Essence Texas Cowboys? Well, I don't mind talking about that real quick, even though we're behind on comments. I had horses here for years, quarter horses, and I raced some paint horses. I love paints, boy. And I had some nice horses here. But the problem is traveling to the Philippines, horses can get hurt and they need care more than a cow does. They can get tangled in a fence, fall. There's so many things that happen. Flies can infect them easy and get sores on them. They can fight. There's just a lot of things that happen with horses. They need more attentive care. And I had a neighbor that turned loose a rogue stud horse out in an open field. The horse broke into one neighbor's place. They got into a big fight. I mean, it was a bad deal. I mean, it got really bad. Then the horse got over in my place and hurt a gild in the mine pretty bad. Bit real hard into some of my mares and stuff. Made huge bite marks into them. Scarred them up. Kicked them in the ribs. Man, what a mess. And I I just decided with the travel I'm doing, my love for the Philippines, going back and forth and all, that my horses, it was just time that they were going to have to go. Um, I sold them to a couple different people that I knew well. That was wonderful people. One of my horses that I raised from a colt and trained myself. A few years after then, I got to go spend some time with him and ride him one day back over here in Royce City, away from me, and I was too emotional for me, and I told her I wouldn't ever come back and ride him again. I just had to save my final goodbyes because I love that horse so much, and nevertheless, I've still got all my saddles and gear here, right?
Yes, yeah.
And when Melinda first come here, I still had one
One
horse.
horse.
Yeah, and like I say, talking about care, he got to running out here in the field, running super fast, come sliding on some wet mud at a gate, slipped, slammed into that gate, broke his leg, and there you go. So that was the end of that. But I'm an absolute horse lover, and I just still can't part with my saddles or gear. Never know what might happen. Melinda has actually wanted us to get horses again.
Yeah, I want.
Yeah. So there you go. So right now we're riding still horses. Let's see. Dr. Joel Warlock died. He's from Dead Doctors Didn't Lie. He's an MD, but yep, he treats them. So let's see. James Blankenship. Too many people are making it political. That's right. Van, I can imagine because we started in Austin. Yep, Texas is huge. Ryan Smith, do you guys ever hear from your construction crew in the Philippines? I'm curious to hear how Marvin and all the guys are doing. They're all working. They've all got jobs.
Yes, they're busy right now there in Iloilo.
They've been working pretty much the whole time since
They have
the
a lot.
day after we left.
We have a lot of contract for.
Like what was a bunch of them's last day was on a Monday or something like
Mhm.
that, and on Tuesday they reported to another job up in the city on a big construction project for a firm. Most of them have been working for that. A few of the others are working for somebody else that we know, and everybody's busy. They have all been working and doing good. Everybody. Yep. Um, Good for them. Good for them. Let's see. Marvin's even working right now on a construction site also, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yep.
Everybody work there. Everybody.
Yep. Everybody's working.
But we don't know to the native. I'm talking about like those, native
And thanks
workers.
for asking about them, Brian. Yeah. Um, yeah, the ones that's the Ate, the we're not sure what they're doing right now. I really like those guys though. Um, if my wife got me a glass of water, I think I won the lottery.
Yeah, the one that earlier when I forgot the water.
I bet you don't want to bring it to you while you're out there in the digging the hole for the outhouse too.
Mark Richards, I just got here. Just wonder when you're heading back to the Philippines.
Our ticket's January 4.
Yes, yeah.
We bought them way in advance to keep the prices cheaper to actually be able to get a ticket because of the caps and everything else happening and how many people can come in. We wanted to get it way in advance, and we're flying Philippine Airlines, so it's direct in, no layovers in any other country anywhere. Just hop from one spot to the next. We'll take a domestic flight to LA like we did the last time, and then jump a straight shot across to Manila from there.
Van Turner, Arizona landmass is about same square miles as Philippines total, and you can put 4 or 5 Arizonas in Texas.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Travels 1/4 of a mile to haul 14 gallons. Let's see.
Well, finally we catch up the comment now. We're already.
Let's see. Cons 2911. I love Texas, especially since I'm not a fan of snow. It's okay maybe if I want to go skiing, but that's it. U.S. is just so big. Imagine driving, maybe spend too much or something. That'd be epic. You know what I was telling Melinda a lot when we drive down in the South Texas. If we were driving the other way heading north, we would already be up many states way on up towards north, near the you know, way on up in the country for the same amount of time it takes us just to drive part of the way down to the bottom of Texas, not even the whole way, is a huge state. Um, so let's see where we're at right there. Let's see, Bill Pruitt. Now it just took a jump. Did you see when it did it right there, Mal?
Yeah.
But I think we're not too far away.
Yep.
Where do you see it at? Or maybe it is too far
Victor
away.
is still far. Oh, I thought we were already close.
I don't know. I hate it when it takes
Man.
that jump like that.
Well, we need to
Um,
just
yeah.
well, we need to.
So we'll see that. Yeah. We covered that in the last live stream, Jazz and Kelly, and we told about what happened on Lucy. Watch that video again, our last live stream when I
Yeah,
talked about that.
yeah, it is our topic in
Yeah, I
our
don't. I'm
last
just ignoring it because
live
you can
stream.
watch it on
Yeah.
the last live stream there and know exactly how it all went down. Um,
Robert B, happy birthday, Mel, on your birthday from Melbourne, Australia.
yeah, and
Thank you
Rosa
so
L.
much,
People
Robert
think we're
B.
hardworking people. Well, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Scott, Philippines. All's good, James. Our pixels on our TV are going all over the place on channel 7.9 and 10 other channels playing up, just waiting for Arlene to get ready to go. Oh my God. That means it takes her a while to get ready, huh? Happy birthday, Mel, on your 22nd birthday from Melbourne, Australia, while still being stuck in lockdown there. Robert B.
Like I said, thank you, Robert B.
Let's
He
see,
says,
Dwayne Mature. Once we retire in the Philippines, we have a family that our chefs on our plane will open a restaurant. You and Mel are welcome to come eat on us as many times as you like. Better be careful saying that. You're going to have one broke place right there. Because Melinda eats a lot. Not me, though. Yeah.
oh, what is that? Sorry, I missed it.
That you can come eat on them as many times as you want when they open a
Oh.
restaurant. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. You there?
Yes.
I'm trying. It's your turn.
Oh, okay. This Agua Pets and More. Maayong adlaw. Oh, because it is a Tagalog. Also, good day. Good day. Have a good day.
Ronald, he's talking about his last trip on Delta. Man, we canceled the trip with Delta, and I'm glad we did too because it was a mess, and we know a whole bunch of people that got burned with them during this pandemic. But yeah, that's what we want to avoid, that skipping around to a bunch of different places. Uh, we can just normally I just fly DFW and like to Japan or to Hong Kong and then on to either Manila or Cebu, every which one we feel like going to that time. And but since this has been going on, we've just been flying Philippine Airlines themselves because we don't have to deal with other countries and other laws and other airlines and switching different carriers and tickets getting canceled. Philippine Airlines knows more what's going on with the government than anyone. Let's see. Russ, T Russ 75, good evening from Pecos, Texas. Waiting my train to come so I can get back home. Man, hope you get on back home soon then in Pecos, Texas. Thank you for joining us, Russ. T Russ 75. George Smith, they see how big are the catfish in your pond. There's some pretty big ones in there. Actually, we need to get them out before we go. We need to go. They're going to start staying down low in the pond with cool weather coming. So before that water chills off, we need to get out there and fish a few of those big ones out. I don't want them in there for this next spring. They will go around and consume up a lot of other things in there and a lot of other young fish if there's spawning going on. I see. Shout out to you from McKinney, Texas, from James Thomas. Thank you very much. Bill Pruitt, don't matter where you live, home is where your heart is. That's right. Our problem is we both love the U.S. and Philippines, so we're thinking 50-50 time split. That's what we've been doing, but it does get a little bit tiresome, you know. It does. We've been doing this 50-50 thing, and I've been doing it for a long time, and maybe it just feels so tiresome because everything happening in the world right now. It's so much work to go from point A to point B. Let's see. Hello to you both. Really enjoying watching from George Smith. There. Let's see. Crazy Corpsman. They ended in a facility quarantine if you're vaccinated. Roque is mad because he wasn't consulted by. Uh, let's see. They ended the in facility quarantine if you're vaccinated. Roque is mad because he wasn't consulted by the IATF. Who knows? Maybe they reverse it. All of that's past. That whole Roki thing and all. They've already made new decisions since then. Yeah, like I say, they wake up every day on a different side of the bed with a new decision.
Bubblehead died party. My birthday on Monday. I'm 49 again. Anyway, advance happy birthday, Bubblehead.
Yeah, 40,
Those
40, 40,
October
40,
babies.
40, 49
Yeah.
again, again, again,
So
again.
Libra.
uh, Toast the October babies. Okay,
Very
I got
good.
one drink of water left. Philippine info for you. Love you guys. Thank you so much. God bless y'all.
Yeah,
From
thank you
our
so
own little
much.
Fil Am family here in Oregon. Always looking for your next video. Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much, Philippine, for you.
Cons2911 is also wishing him a happy birthday. Jerry Wezinga, work is forcing me to get double vaccination. That is going on a lot. It may happen in the Philippines too now if they're going to follow this World Health thing I was talking about earlier. Um, Mel's arm around James, snuggling up, adorable. Yeah, we are snuggly people.
Yes.
Who wouldn't want to snuggle with this, man? Good Lord.
We always
Man.
snuggle.
Uh, John says that his birthday is on Pearl Harbor Day. Wow, boy, you won't be able to forget yours ever, huh? Let's see, D's Aqua Pets and more. Happy birthday, Madame Mel.
Oh.
Actually,
Why pancit? It's a Cebuano, Bisaya.
mm.
No pancit. It's not like in Philippines that they said every time you have birthday you have to be like long life, either spaghetti or beyond pancit like that.
Yeah, it says Christmas, Australia is slightly smaller than the USA, but with a population of 26 million. And then here's the Texas with 20 million, That's what I was
Yeah.
talking about. Have to go. It says Cons 2911. Glad I was able to join. Don't forget to hit the like, guys. Thank you very
Yes, you
much.
guys. Thank you so much.
Redina Butler, happy birthday, Mel. When you see your mother, please tell her I lift her up in prayer every day. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And all of you
Regina
others
Butler,
that
yeah.
commented us doing the same thing and showing support
Father
when I made
sends
that post.
prayers for my mom.
Absolutely. I believe in the power of the people. Let's see, in the people lifting up to a creator and show mercy. Well, thank you so much. Malibu Ken, thanks for the Freeport trip. It brings back some memories of senior skip day in 1980. It's one of the very last places you can still drive on the beach, and there's a long drive you can do there too.
Ryan1237, happy birthday, Mel. Enjoying the channel from
Northern New
New
York.
York. Okay, just waiting for the right time for us to make trip back to the Philippines. Thank you, Brian.
They're expecting that. I'm sure y'all seen maybe on the news. Some of you didn't. Bureau of Immigration hired a whole bunch of new agents and training them, and a lot of them are working right now in Manila at the airport and a few other places doing their training right now because they are expecting that the floodgates, once they make a lift, are just going to open and they're going to be almost overwhelmed. That's one of the reasons they don't need to just make a decision just to wide open overnight. They're going to have to stage it in, just like staging a floodgate, because it can be overwhelming, and there is a lot of people waiting to go back, man. It's going to be something else.
Justin Kelly, James Sousa.
Yeah.
Thanks for the video footage, show Austin. It all came rushing back for the week. I spent there for work-related issues. I'm in Freeport, California. It's only on the river. Mm.
Yeah. Well, I wish I could have actually filmed more there in Austin. I was driving, had headlights coming. We want to be safe. I asked Melinda, I rolled down the window and asked Melinda to record out the side there and all, but um, it was just so much happening so quick, and we really didn't want to get off the interstate because we were trying to make some time somewhere, and I would have liked to really shown some of the people that had never seen the capital or anything of Texas. If it had been daylight, I think I would have stopped and spent the time to show it. If you watch going down through there though, and you look over, you do see the Capitol building there though. You can see the dome to it. But I just wish I could have shared more. But we were on a mission, and I just wanted to keep on trucking right on through. So thank you for enjoying what I did show. Vince, hi Mel and James. I too am glad you enjoyed the surface beach. It's been nice to meet you. Um, yeah, Surfside is probably what you meant. Surfside Beach. Yeah, I I like all down through there. That's a direction that we actually head to ever so often. We were there just the year before, also.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, Red Sea. That's better than getting up from Taco Bell. Yeah. Let's see. Happy birthday, Mel. From
Vince, yeah,
just,
thank you, Vince.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with it. It keeps jumping. But you know, I can't. I haven't hit all these messages,
Yeah.
and we'll read more of them later.
Yes.
We
Yeah,
see somebody here from Hawaii. I was building a new house going. We'll
Oh,
be back on
yeah.
it coming
Yes,
January.
yeah.
We'll be back on it. Uh, Nice to see you guys live. Hope to see your Turbo Surf on the net again. From Lynn's David, man, I got plans for my excuse me, burping there. I got plans for my surf. That my Hilux surf in the Philippines. If y'all don't know, that's my SUV, my green 4-wheel drive Toyota over there. Um, I've been slowly building it off as an overlander vehicle too. I bought a bunch of stuff for it already. I'm shopping for stuff again for it right now. Once we finish the house, I'm going to put a lot of focus to that vehicle. I'm going to pull the motor and do a full rebuild on it. I've ordered a full kit that's going to be delivered there ahead of us to the house. I'll probably go ahead and have a friend of mine that's got a shop across the road. He's got an off-road shop, Jojo. I'll probably have him to pull the motor and me going back and forth over there helping. And we will do a full rebuild kit in that little diesel, little turbo diesel. I just want to get it all fresh and tight and dependable. I'm going to order a new clutch kit out of Australia for it. There's a lot of those trucks in Australia, the diesel versions, and the Australians have some really good aftermarket clutch kits for that. It's real good, strong clutches and parts that if I buy there locally or buy Thailand or anywhere like that, it's just going to be the light duty clutches. But if I buy them out of Australia, I can get some pretty badass products there from them. And that's where I just ordered that great starter I bought and put on there too, was out of Australia. And the shipping's not too bad from Australia up to the Philippines. I got a really good deals on it. But I love working on those vehicles. That's going to be my passion and hobby again once this house project's done. And thank you for supporting on that. Let's see. So we had TF. There was Aloha from, how you say that? Oahu. How do you say that? Oahu, Hawaii. How the building house going? We were talking about. Man, I can't wait to get back on the house and get it done. Man, we just cannot wait. That's going to be beautiful. How does anyone know PAL flies out of Atlanta, Georgia? You know, you're just going to have to go to Philippine Airlines website. But as far as I know, they don't. I think they pretty much only fly like mostly out of California, Arizona. Um, I think maybe out of Chicago, out of Seattle, mostly on that west side of the country besides Chicago. But just go and see. Like for us, we're taking a domestic flight across, and then we get on Philippine Airlines. Kind of screws us on our bags, but that's just the way it is. So let's see what else we got here. Dwayne, mature quick question. How's your neighbor doing that flipped his tractor more? He's doing good. He left that tractor sitting still for a while, didn't touch it, didn't move it after they
Yeah.
flipped it up. I think he was butthurt over it. He's a tough guy. He's a dang good guy. And he finally moved it just a couple of days ago. Finally moved it. But man, Larry's as tough as they come, though, man. He is really good guy. I like him. I think of a lot of him. Uh, let's see. Rose will be 40 in March, but people still say she looks 20. That happens, boy. It happens. Mel doesn't need to worry about a number. She's beautiful, and you're a lucky man. I tell you, she's doing good at 65 years old. And man, let's see.
Yeah.
You're a lucky man to find her. I love that Mel, boy.
My birthday,
October
Chris.
31st, Halloween,
Advance happy
Chris.
birthday, Chris.
Yeah, man.
It's a real, yeah, it's Halloween.
Spooky birthday. John Ferris, do you know the farmer band from
Davao.
I don't know. Uh Red Sea, I have no clue. The farmer band. I just don't know. I have no clue about that. Red Sea, happy birthday, Mel. Just woke up from a nap and rice bowls from Jack in the Crack.
Oh,
Talking about
thank you.
Jack in the
Yeah,
Box.
Jack in the
Yeah.
box. Yeah.
Yeah. John Ferris, let's see.
You know,
TF, do you know where Nickelodeon is? Used to living there. Let's see. I built a whole bunch, or numerous, not a whole bunch, but I built numerous buildings over in Nickelodeon. Yeah, sure did. And what's down below there? Kenner? Is that right? Kenner? And I went down there and built one building because I used to build steel buildings and commercial buildings. And I did a guy for a building for this one guy, and then another one wanted one, and then somebody else stopped and wanted one. And then next thing you know, we just kept dotting buildings all around down there. But yeah, know it well. I see. I wonder if that drag strip's still open down that way. There's a drag strip. Actually, I built some buildings that backed up right on that drag strip. Yep, know it
Well,
well.
anyway, Jess and Kelly say good night. Going to bed now. Thank you, Jess and Kelly, for joining us tonight.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
thank you so
Let's see.
much. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mel, from William. Love all your videos. Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Thank you so much. Let's see. Lynn's David on the 23rd. Libra on a leap year. Let's see. Scorpio most of the time. Let's see. Oscar. Hello and God bless you both from Marikina, Philippines. Always enjoy your vlogs. Thank you so much, Oscar. Up, it jumped on me again. You know what? With this jump, we're gonna jump also. We're gonna jump to the end
Yeah, I think
and
we need
just
to
thank you all for this long but wonderful live stream. We don't do these real often, and so it's kind of special to me when I do one, you know.
yeah.
And
I'm so glad that Daryl was here. Thank you so much, Daryl. Yeah.
and it's just it's a wonderful time with all of you. I know we missed many of your comments. We will go back
Yeah,
and
we
read them
will.
later. Thank you all for the great support you give us. And what great subscribers. I tell you, always, we're one of the most blessed channels. We really don't get hit with trolls. We don't have controversy. We don't have drama. We just love life. We want you all to love life, to keep your heads
Yeah,
up,
Billy also.
keep your
Yeah.
spirits
Go
up.
there.
And we thank you always. Uh, just be kind to each other. Look at all you communicate with each other and having a wonderful time with each other on here. Um,
And to those sending my birthday, presents,
wow.
thank you so much. I
Wow.
appreciate.
What? How much cut do I get?
No cut. You need to give it all to me.
Man, just stay tough. Just stay tough and stay true to yourself always. Form your own opinions. Follow your own heart. Don't listen to the rhetoric and the noise and the static it's happening out there in the world right now. Use your own mind. Use your own heart. Stay true to yourself always. And most important thing is keep love going and in your heart and to the people around you.
Yeah.
And just like I do right here, with this girl. We thank you. And Billy,
Yes, Billy, we keep watching your video. Don't worry.
it don't matter if you're a small channel, a big channel, it don't matter. I like you. I like what you're doing. I support you. I watch all your videos. So I can tell you everything you got going on. Everything. I can tell you where you got your stuff sitting around there. I watch you. You're a supporter of us. I'm a supporter of you. I got you, brother. And with all that, good night, everybody.
Yeah, good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Uh,